Yeah, so we're still in kind of like what I call the pre planning phase, right? I'm curious to see how you guys approach it, right? And strategies and where you take it. And then I can build a little bit more after I exactly know exactly what you guys are doing because the realm of possibilities is very open. So I just more as players want you to be aware of that. Of like Nate's looking to see where you take it, and the decisions you make will influence kind of the texture and the tones of it. So I'm pretty excited for that. Do, do,
Awesome.
do. All right. Some music.
Take we long rested too, right?
Yeah, you should be long rested. So, one bookkeeping thing before we get too far into it. I am assuming Charlie doesn't actually have
Yep.
a problem with Lorelai having the Strahd ship, but as fairness is
We're gonna have
fair, I'm gonna
talk
let
this
Speak
out.
now
yeah
or forever hold your
yeah
peace.
Oh, we have to talk this out.
Are you willing to accept the consequences of what happens if you deny her this?
So
Shit.
Yes,
time
that's the real
wise,
question.
before we've gotten to where we are and before I get to the recap and stuff, you guys are in the middle of discussing this before moving forward. So there might be also a little bit of time change here than when Lorelai kills Caleb and then Charlie rolls up his new character, which will be Hackreed. So
Right,
we'll
yeah,
see
of
how that all
course.
plays out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up though. I want you.
I was so bringing Hackreed.
Yeah. Yeah, so after the fight in the
What's this?
boneyards and your ascension to the throne and stuff, they went back, they brought back Marie and Lorelai was like, "That's a pretty cool fucking ship just sitting over there. Dibs, anybody?"
Uh-huh.
And she did. She was like, "Anybody? Anybody?" So how would have Caleb responded
Yeah,
to that?
I did open it up.
Quite interesting since he was my father. I think his possessions belong to me.
Didn't he like officially disown you when he killed you?
Yeah, but I hold the throne now.
Of course, you hold the throne. Do you? And Lorelai's gonna kind of stare into Caleb's eyes and say, "Is this ship important to you? Is it important to you that this ship be amongst your army?"
I gotta check it out. It is. Let me check it out. Are you trying to say you want the ship?
Of course I am. Caleb, if you just inherited your father's country, you have lots of ships. You already have a ship. I have no ships. I would want a ship. I'm paying for that
Hmm.
one. And she's gonna kind of show gesture to indicate the lunar moth one that is, obviously not, I don't think here yet, but indicate the one that she's renting and say, "I'm using a whole bunch of money to pay people to give me a ship right now, but I would like my own ship."
Interesting. What what was it you called me not too long ago?
Oh, I
Um,
call you lots of things, Caleb.
yeah, I know. Can you remind me what they were?
Which one?
I don't know. The one that when I died and came back to life?
Oh, did I call you an idiot when you got yourself killed or something else? I think it was just idiot, which is pretty tame if you ask me for what really happened.
So would an idiot give away a ship?
Uh, yes, because I do think that you're an idiot that at least understands the value of your life now.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Also, is it really your ship to give away legally? I think that's still debatable.
I believe it is. I mean, you just can't take the will and just say, "Hey, everything on this will is mine."
Have you not done that with things of people that you've killed? I killed the captain.
All right, who's the captain of that ship?
I indicate the dead body over there of the captain of the ship.
Strahd?
No. There was a person captaining the ship. That was like a high-ranking nobleman or something,
You
right?
guys might be arguing
Nate?
over definitions. Like Strahd would be the owner / supreme captain, I guess, but there would be the captain, the person who piloted the ship. You guys might be just on different definitions. It was Strahd's ship who was piloted by somebody
Of course,
that you
yeah.
could call a captain.
Usually when the captain goes down, the ship goes down.
Oh, so if it by goes down, do you mean becomes lost and ownerless? Because I've got a great owner right here.
Oh, we sink it. Destroy it.
Why would you sink a perfectly good ship?
Well, it was my dad's ship.
Right. And she's gonna look at Caleb for a second and be like, Caleb, I'm asking, like, honestly, I'm asking you, is this ship really important to you? Amongst all of the ships that you're going to inherit, is this really an important moment for you? Or was
Yes.
that, and she's gonna indicate like the area where they fought Strahd, more important?
It could be served as a memorabilia.
Yes, it can be, but you're still not answering the question. Is it for you? Is this truly a sentimental ship to you?
Everything is sentimental. It is black. I like black.
Can I insight check?
That he likes black?
No, that he's not just giving me shit to make me work for it.
I think you can make an
I
insight
don't know.
check
You're
on
giving me shit. All you have to do is ask nicely.
Did you see what I put in chat,
I
Charlie?
did.
What I'm
I
waiting
asked very
for.
nicely.
I
What do you
don't
mean?
know.
I
You
asked
sound.
very nicely.
It sounds like you're coming up pretty aggressive.
Well,
Yeah.
the first several times I
I
asked
think
were
she
very,
called
very
you a miserable idiot when you came back to life, actually.
Maybe I wanted to give the keys to Archie.
I already asked you didn't want it. See, I'm asking you for, I've asked several times now, just like I asked everybody if they wanted this ship or if they were okay that I had it.
Caleb, what if I wanted this ship? Can I have the ship?
Okay, well, yeah.
Okay. So the ship is mine.
Are you for real?
Stop causing friction.
So wait,
Not yet.
wait, so can we sign a contract? The ship is mine now?
Well, not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
Well, Lorelai is in front of the line right now, so I'm just waiting for her to ask nicely.
Okay, just so Caleb, you weren't here, but like we said at the beginning, like Lorelai did ask. She was asking everybody, like when she asked everyone, she was very like genuine about it. So when she asked you the first time, she was honestly saying like, "Hey, do you mind if I have this ship? You know, do you want this, or is it okay if I have it?" So she did ask several times at the beginning, very nicely, and not sarcastic nicely either.
That's very fair of her to say that. She 100% was very
Okay.
considerate to everyone.
You're still walking, right?
You guys are.
We're just standing in front of the ship.
You're probably just from the ship in the boneyards, bastards in the distance and stuff.
Above table, are you still walking the dogs?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm actually about to
Okay.
go inside. Give me like 1 minute. I just gotta be quiet. Baby.
It was hard for me to. While you're walking, it sounds. I get it. It's okay.
She is walking to Indiana right now.
Could you guys not hear me well?
No,
we can hear you.
I was hearing you fine. It was because when you're walking, you're it's kind of like I said, you're like you're coming towards me. It's because you're literally walking and speaking.
Uh-huh.
So.
Exactly.
Okay.
So she'll just reiterate that, Caleb, I did. I asked very politely the first several times. I know it's been a long day.
Apologize.
No.
I'll give you part ownership of the ship. Now you're gonna have to ask Samaris for
Okay.
the other half.
Samaris. And Lorelai turns to you. Wait.
It has now belonged to both you and Samaris, since Archie didn't want it.
Okay, so Lorelai turns to Samaris and with like the most like that face that parents put on when they're like just like being very obviously patient for like their toddler to get in line or something. You know, like they're just like she just turns to Samaris and it says, Samaris, is it all right if I have your half of the ship?
I think I kind of want it now.
You know, Lorelai, I was just gonna give you the ship if you gave it to me. But now that you're doing that face, I don't know. I might want to keep my half.
Okay. She wasn't doing it at you, Samaris. She was very obviously doing it at Salem.
Torturing her.
God damn it, you guys.
Sounded like she was doing it to Samaris.
No, that's not what was happening. She was doing it at Salem.
Yeah, the way you said it does sound like you turned the toddler look to Samaris, but I know you meant it because you're being patient with Charlie. But
she's being patient with Charlie.
Caleb.
She's like, she's putting on this like very like she's just trying her hardest to be patient. I'm just describing what she looks like. She looks like the mom at the grocery store who has to tell her toddler for the 15th time that he can't have a Reese's. You know, like that's not directed at you. That's just like what her countenance is right now.
Oh, then she'd be like, yeah, it's yours.
Thank you so much, Caleb. And she shakes his hand. Great doing business with you. And then goes up onto the ship.
What about my portion of the?
Yeah, and Archie just
Nope, I'm kidding.
made a portion too, so you have to go with Archie and Warden. Now
maybe Cav kicks the door and dibs. We're talking about the ship. Okay. I'm just fucking. Yeah.
Lorelai is now, so she's walked up onto the ship. And she's, looking over you guys on the railing of the ship. And she, like, puts her hands on the railing and turns to Hiromi and says, Hiromi, would you like help winning the war that we're about to go fight in your country?
Yeah, Hiromi's just kind of standing there. She usually lets you guys kind of, banter it out for, with arguments and everything. Yes.
Excellent. I have troops of trained fighters that I could put on a ship if I had it. I could then use that ship to go and bring all of those trained fighters over to your country, which would help us to take back your country and free it from its evil autocrat, right? Tyrant?
More of a futile thing at this point, isn't it?
Yeah. So I could use the ship to do that. Or, if I don't have a ship, I can't do that. What do we think, everyone?
Hiromi kind of looks a little confused and she turns to Samaris, kind of unsure. Samaris, would you permit Lorelai to put soldiers on your half of the ship?
Oh my god. Jesus.
I gave part ownership.
There's a little grin. So just the side of her mouth quirks up. Yes, Lady Lorelai may put her troops on my half of the ship.
Hiromi kind of turns back to Lorelai and she's smiling
Lorelai throws up her hands, screams into the void, and then turns around and stomps into the captain's quarters.
What about Kumu's half?
Yeah, Archie only wants it on the weekends.
Samarica's trying to count. She's very bad at math, and she's like, wait, if that has half and that, huh?
I don't want to pay insurance on no fucking ship or anything like that, but you guys don't pay me shit. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
All you wanted was the Book of Vile Darkness.
That was before, yeah, but what about? I expect a really nice house
have we made money since then? I guess we have.
No.
You guys have
Guys,
kind of
we
a
should
little
give
bit,
something. Yeah,
Mm.
we should give some stuff to Nebby. He has been quite helpful.
Maybe Caleb can give me that rod of his. I think that's due.
What?
Mm.
I think that's something Caleb's never heard before.
Mm.
Yeah.
Caleb, give me that
Oh,
rod,
that?
Caleb
baby.
got one
What is
time.
Now, what's up about my cut of things when we go and help after I help with your daddy issues, and then I help with freaky symbiote issues, like what my payment's gonna be. And I think that rod you got there, that's got this cool place you go to, it might be a good price for me.
Jesus. It's kind of a shitty deal asking for Kalen's rod after everything.
You look over and Caleb's pants is already down to his knee.
We'll add that to
Oops.
No, after he helps us, Kalen.
Hey, you guys don't know the way I swing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can add that into the rod.
Before he's, helped us
I'm-
by the bargain.
My bad. I'm new at that. Sorry.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be trying to plant seeds in me, man. I don't know about this.
Ugh.
From
Make
one
me want
degenerate to
factory.
another, I want your rod.
Everybody, it's time to.
No, what are you guys gonna do for me? You guys are splitting spoils here. I was there swinging. I was
What do you want?
stunning.
I mean,
That's true. You did take quite a bit a beating on
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
ship
Mhm.
when I was going against that one mage. So you want my rod? Okay.
come on.
I mean, we can go together.
Mm. We've been doing these like percentages and stuff, 50-50. I get it. We'll do co-custody on it, okay? I get weekends, you'll get weekdays.
Wait, are we still talking about the rod?
Oh wait, no, the thing is like you said it something about like weird days and you can only do so many days with it. Okay. We'll week it off. Week on, week off.
Yeah, I'm good if you use it for a month.
No. This is permanent custody. Half on, half off.
Hmm. You sure you don't want that ship over there?
Ow. Do you know the insurance on a fucking ship, man? I ain't paying that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell
What's
Lorelai that.
insurance?
Oh, please. No.
Spelljammer insurance is through the roof.
Don't you
Insurance.
dare introduce insurance companies into my D&D game.
Lorelai, I don't want the ship anymore. What's insurance?
I'm insurance, kind of. I guess you bring me on as insurance. Okay, how about 4 months? I'll take 4 months. You get 8 months.
What is your plan for this?
You can kind of manifest what the fuck you want in that, right? I'm gonna get some weird shit up in there, man. Everyone's divided.
Well, so do I. You sure you don't want to just hop in with me?
I've done that, and you've already offered me your rod, so doesn't sound like that's much of a deal right now. Just sometimes someone wants to take ownership of the creation stations, imagination land, and I kind of want to see where my imagination goes with it, It's a weird concept. We've seen where your imagination goes. I want like 4 months of my imagination.
You know what? Okay.
Shake on
No
it.
problem.
Shake on it.
All right. Shaking with the rod.
No, I need you to touch me with your hand. Right there.
Ugh.
Okay.
Make skin contact. You just made a binding contract with a fallen angel. You better not back out on this, or I'll send all of Celestia and Hell on your ass, and I'll burn you alive.
Wait a second. You're the one that's wanting the rod.
Cap.
Yeah. But you made a
So how are you going to
contract.
send all that?
Because I know
If you're
people.
taking the rod, because I'm not asking from you.
Wait,
You're
what?
asking from me.
Yeah, but if you don't give it to me after this is for after the job's done. I'm being fair. We go save her homie's little family or whatever, her land of symbiote people. And then afterwards, 4 months out of the year, I get it. But if you run away from me, you know I can teleport and I will find you. And I will take what is mine. I'll take one of 2 rods. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Oh damn.
Well,
Just take both. One of them doesn't see any use anyway.
Damn.
Well,
Damn, Warren! Jesus!
Shots fired.
God damn.
man, with that, you gotta. I guess the deal's
Get a
off.
man down, medic.
No, Warden's not speaking for me, man. That's what he said. Shut up the
I feel
fuck
like
up, Warden.
Anders and Archie are just losing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're like,
Deal's off.
Mm.
You already shook on it.
We did shake on it, actually. Oh, did you just say the deal is off? Oh, I feel the rumbling of hell. Well, I feel my
We
buddies.
haven't done skin on skin yet.
No, we did. Because I leaned in and I started whispering in your ear about if you ever renege on it, you have shooken. And I told you the consequences of going on a contract with a fallen angel. This is true. The deal is in. Are you gonna take it? You gonna take it back? You wanna find out what happens? I got a good friend for this kind of shit, man. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, I can't wait for my 4 weeks or 4 months. Fuck yeah. Summer vacation's gonna be sick. All right, sorry to detract everyone.
and you were giving me so much shit about Dom.
You know, you keep talking about this Dom guy. I kind of want to meet him.
You can use the rod to go see Dom.
Yeah, I know, but you'd like him. You like him a lot.
Tell me you can come to my summer vacation home in my rod.
Will Caleb's rod be
4
there
months.
too?
Yeah, 4 months. Seasonal rod house.
In a year, we'll be going to their wedding.
Yeah.
So
Archie
Archie doesn't know if he just like made a deal with an item or just hoard himself out for 4 months. But whatever gets the job done.
Okay, I'm shutting up now.
I'm sure the rod will get the job done.
Yeah, it will.
One of them will.
Oh, yeah, it
Only
will.
one of them, yeah.
Only.
Above table, there is actually I've never got to use the stat block. There's the scariest one of the scariest monsters in the game is made for when people break contracts and stuff. So go for it. And do it.
I'm just putting out there now. That's Caleb's fight to fight.
You just watch as
that
Caleb just gets his dick ripped off by some sort of crazy
I would like to
contract
be there
breaking
to
monster.
watch it.
Rod for
But I'm
rod.
not. Mhm.
Yeah.
What if Nebuchadnezzar was that fucked up to actually been talking about his penis this whole time? I want your penis for 4 months.
Yeah, no, that's what Archie thinks happened the entire time. He's
Sorry,
like,
so
"Oh,
fucked
4
up.
months, damn, all right."
What does
Okay.
he think is going on when they talk about two different rods?
Dude, he doesn't even know. He's like, shit, I don't, damn ears.
Your
what do you mean
biology
again?
is interesting.
Oh my god, you guys. I just realized something. I'm sorry, this thought just came into my head and I had to share it. When I was walking home and having this argument with Caleb, I just realized I just walked through my neighborhood in front of all of my neighbors' houses, shouting into thin air about like wars and ships and like, oh my god.
If that was my neighborhood, you would fit right
Yeah,
in.
well,
Like,
she's
no
finally
joke.
Lost it.
Yep.
And there are like a ton of people out like walking their dogs. Like it's like a
Yeah.
small street. You know, like it's oh my god.
Hopefully they don't know you're a psychiatrist.
Oh my god. I'm not a psychiatrist, I can't prescribe meds.
Is that a
I'm a therapist. There's a ton of different weird things about all the different mental health professionals.
hopefully they don't know you're a therapist.
Yeah. Thanks.
They'll be
Yelling
like,
into the void.
wait a second.
Talking to thin air. I was like gesturing and everything.
I'm not even exaggerating. There's literally at least 2 dudes that walk by our house regularly that's like that. I'm like, oh, there he goes. Oh, he's throwing something at the car again. Okay. Oh, he's running off now.
I would probably assume you were on the phone, but like, being
Yeah,
like,
but the
I'd be- It's a
topics
tiny-
are a little
Yeah,
weird.
It's like, look,
I would be, yeah.
That would be really funny. All right.
keep
If
my
you
fingers
give me
crossed.
captaincy of this ship, I can help you go to your homeland.
Moving troops? Like, what the
Like,
fuck?
what the fuck
Yep,
are you
I've
talking
got
about?
I've got troops
Maybe
I could
people
bring
just
to
thought it was
war.
like weird, sexy talk.
I've got troops to bring to war on this here
Yep.
ship.
That's
I
hot.
mean,
Talk
So
about World War
hot.
III.
That's
I do love when Mish hears like snippets of
Wow.
me yelling.
I'm sorry, guys, if I turned everyone on too much. I didn't
with
mean to
the
do
with the
that.
war talk. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
war talk. Oof.
Yeah, let the rods. Really good.
Yeah, really, it started for me with the rods. Okay. Cool. So back onto the timeline. You have settled the ship, and everyone packed their bags and teleported to Waterdeep into the Manthar state where shenanigans happen. I did talk to Charlie.
Oh,
Me and
boy.
Charlie talked to, or me and Lauren talked to Charlie on Wednesday about a little bit what happened. But most famously, a super good Nat 20 roll. Was that Nat 20 stealth and investigation, or was it just a Nat 20 stealth? I don't remember. But Archie went
Oh
just
god, it was
poking
oh my
his
God,
way
God.
through.
You guys have given me shit for so
Dude, it was
long.
2 nat
Yeah.
20s in a row.
Oh,
It was a
amazing.
Nat 20 stealth and a Nat 20 investigation, and just like stumbled into all the secrets of the Manthar estate, and a nondescript dungeon because it's no longer a sex dungeon. I don't know what it is, but you guys had
It was a dungeon that
shenanigans.
people probably used as a sex dungeon.
Yeah.
we found our not nudes. Or I
Multi-purpose.
guess
Oh yeah, the are not nude that
Oh yeah.
which I need to remember that
Legit.
because once we get to
Yeah.
the meeting scene, I just want to remember that
Oh, yeah.
Archie just saw this guy like naked. It's just like standing in the room,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Arnott's just like
Thank you for reminding me.
it's just talking in the room. Shenanigans, set up a meeting with the open lady because Arnott had sent a message to Lorelai about stuff going down in Kusakura, and the open lady wanted to talk. Made it to Castle Waterdeep. Hiromi got a ticket for flying as a creepy monster over Waterdeep.
I forgot.
And then
I got a speed ticket.
yeah, met
Yeah,
you
you
guys.
Be too big to fit in the wagon, right? And you got in trouble.
Oh yeah, she was
Security.
giant still. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was giant
Yeah.
Akumu flying over Waterdeep.
Airplane space, yeah. Yep.
Do. Oh my goodness. I was like, in retrospect, I was like, the nepotism that night, I think that's the right word for it, was so good because I think it was like Lorelai was like, we're doing business for the open lady. And just like trying to get off with connections. It's like, my dad's the mayor kind of vibes. I loved it. I've been watching a lot of freaking.
Punch your way into it though.
What'd you say, Megan? I'm sorry.
Does it count as nepotism if you conjure your way into it?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
I
true,
worked
true.
for this spot. I was not born with a silver spoon up my ass. I shoved it up my ass.
Silver spoon in your ass?
Have you
Sorry,
never
wait.
heard?
You saw the sex
have you never
dungeon.
heard the
There's a lot of
phrase,
silver
like,
in there.
Someone born with
Oh,
a silver
yeah.
spoon in their mouth.
Yeah, in their mouth.
Now,
Yeah.
how did I
I've
get
done
to
that.
that class?
It's a common like thing to turn around and say like, "Oh, someone has a silver spoon,"
Yeah.
like
And turn
up
it
their ass,
around,
as in like
alright.
they're like a
Like a
pompous.
stick up your butt.
Yeah, like a
kinda-
stick up your butt.
Okay.
You know, like they're
Never heard
pompous, they're
that.
rude, and
Neither have
condescending.
I.
Silver spoon up your ass.
Made it to the meeting with the open lady and Dark Star Orchestra, which was a reconnection for all the Morai members, a adventuring party who they had crossed paths with. There was a romance between Thorpe, a fighter barbarian-esque furbolg, and so we pretty much ended with them kind of reconnecting awkwardly as they do, and the meeting kind of not officially starting yet. But everyone's just kind of in the meeting room at Waterdeep, or the Waterdeep Castle. So there's the members of them. There's the open lady, Arnott, Nebucath did come along, so he's just kind of sitting in the back, kind of like just like chatting people up. Hey, I'm Arkanaloff. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay. Any questions or comments?
I also want
Hiromi's still
part
big.
ownership of the sex club in as payment for the ship.
Wait. Are you going back to the being at the ship 4 days ago? Game time?
Yep.
I'm adding more to it.
Well, I'm going to bring us to this moment. If you want to add to it, you're adding to it in the meeting with the open lady and Lord Arnott.
That,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what I'm doing.
yeah, he's continuing it in this
Oh.
moment. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, you say what exactly again?
That's also part of the payment for the ship. I get part ownership of the sex club.
Lorelai sends you like a
but keep-
withering glare.
But keep the silver spoons out of people's mouths.
I would like to cast a spell, please.
Okay.
I'd like to reaction cast a
Power
spell.
word kill.
Is it a reaction spell that you're using?
It is. It is a reaction spell
Yeah.
that I'm using.
Oh, I know what she's doing.
Yep.
I am casting Zip It.
Yep.
I seal your mouth shut.
So you had that on Lorelai? I thought it was only on.
And I literally go, That's
Just
the smell.
counter
Oh,
it.
you are never
Make
making that saving
making
throw.
a con save.
if you don't pass this con save, your mouth's shut forever.
Oh, the con save?
It's only for a minute, to be fair.
Yeah.
Forever.
Forever.
You're gonna make a strength saving throw? Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
It's not for concentration, so you don't get advantage. It's just because you're a warcaster, right? It's just a regular.
I don't know what her spell save is, though. She is just an arcane trickster, so 13?
13 does not pass.
They're like everyone's on edge in here. Like, there's people like having conversations. Hiromi and Thorpe are having their little awkward moment in this happening right now. Everyone's breaking around. They just hear like, you guys look over and Lorelai's in the middle casting spells. There's a couple people on edge, right? So people are like, oh, and then everyone sees like Caleb's mouth kind of close.
Spell or a magical effect? Because I do get advantage on it.
It is a spell. You have advantage on your roll.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Yep.
Okay.
Really want you to fail because it'd be really funny.
Ooh.
I mean, I was gonna say, and you can just slice your mouth open and make it even more.
There's like a wizard's duel in the corner. And Caleb like dodges the shot.
I think I'll
Wait.
fail.
Wait. I have a thing. I have a thing I've never used before because I so rarely cast spells at people.
Okay.
Hold on, I have a feature for this. Wait 1 second.
PvP's carrying over from the mini adventure.
Yep, we can't stop. It's like an
Yep.
infection.
The blood has
PvP
been
fair
drawn.
mind.
The blood has
Never
been
mind.
dripped.
Okay, they changed it in 2024. It used to be if you surprise a creature with with your spell, which I think Kaylin would probably be surprised
pretty
because we weren't in
surprising.
combat. Then they have disadvantage, but they changed it to if you have the invisible condition. So
Ow.
I know, which sucks. But 2014, it was if you surprise the creature when you cast a spell at them, they have disadvantage on the saving throw.
It's cleaner in
better.
my opinion because surprise was so messy in
That's-
2014.
I-
Invisible
That's
mean
way
yeah.
better.
remember invisible condition is used if you stealth. So if you successfully
Oh, if you're
stealth,
hidden.
you technically have the invisible condition.
Okay.
So that's
That
why
makes
it's
it
like
better.
that. Yeah. So if you were hiding as a rogue, you don't have to have the invisibility spell up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's way better because you only get the surprise.
You
bonus
should
once.
see the arguments about people of 2024 with that statement of if you hide, you have the invisible condition, or if you successfully hide, because that to some people it means like, well, that means I can just walk around in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like it is a highly the answer is no. The line of sight breaks, the
Doing that, yeah,
conditions for
doing that
stealth
breaks-
ends, but people try to I think bad faith it. But anyways,
As I explained it to one of my players, it's not like in Skyrim where you stealth.
Yep, and
you're
suddenly
stealth
cease to exist.
People just walk by
nothing
you
but
and
the
you're like,
wind. Nothing but the wind.
So does sorry to just a question because I don't know magic in 2024. If you have the invisibility spell, does it let you still be invisible in line of sight? Is that how that works?
Yeah, technically. So the way,
Okay,
but the way that would work is still kind of how 2014 or how I rule it, and that is I call it the predator effect because what invisible will allow you to do is to take the hide action in line of sight, right? You still have
so
to
it's
use your
possible.
action
It
economy to
enables
still try and like,
flexibility, yeah.
But yeah, in general, invisibility still works the way I
Makes
rule
sense.
it. Yep.
Yeah, I like that better. I think.
Yeah, I like how they did surprise. I think it's a lot cleaner. I mean, there's still some weirdness to it when initiative's rolled, who's surprised and who's not, but I like it just being initiative based and then effect. Anyways, So there's like you guys watch as Lorelai cast her spell and like goes off the ceiling as Caleb like ducks at the last second.
Thanks for playing along, Caleb.
But as
Well, I think Caleb's gonna purposely fail. I think
Yeah.
oh okay.
Thanks.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you take the
Caleb's
blast and
gonna
just
Yep.
And the mouth just disappears.
Arnott gives like an
It's so stupid.
eyebrow.
Horrifying.
When open lady's just kind of like, is everything okay?
We're fine.
Caleb will pull up.
Lorelai, can you make that last forever?
Only for a minute.
Yeah, Archie
Fortunately,
looks
in
to
that
Caleb.
minute,
you want me to,
Lorelai
like-
walks far away from Caleb as
Caleb's
possible.
going
Like-
like this.
Do you want me to like put my fingers in your mouth and like pull it, or
You can
Probably
slash
point to
it
his
open
butt.
if you'd like.
oh, I'm not putting my fingers in your butt. That's Nebby's job.
Hmm?
Um,
I heard my name.
Archie he's kind of like lounging at the table already. He's got like his legs kicked up and he's like really casual laying back and he keeps like looking at Arnott and then he's just like smiling. at
Arnott's
him
having this
all
animated
cute.
conversation with the open lady, and they're just
Yeah.
having a deep conversation.
And he's like just keeps pointing like finger guns at him.
Arnott turns and like looks at you. He just kind of gets like a puzzled look, and so they just keep doing finger guns at him.
Yep.
He like fingers guns back at you like awkwardly. He's just like
Good sport or not,
yeah,
guys. Know to pick
yes.
them.
and he goes, anyways, let's get to do this conversation. I think Risky would like slide over to you, Archie. He's like, I'm so used to the Nebucast voice. It's gonna be hard for me to get Risky. What you doing?
Nothing.
What's your name?
Lounging. What are you doing, Archie?
I'm lounging. He's like, I'm a pretty good lounger. You seem like a pretty good lounger. I like your style.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at lounging. Yeah, it's like one of my specialties.
And like Risky's like sitting on like the nice table because he's like a little halfling and he's just kind of like trying to get more and more comfortable. Yeah, so you're good at lounging. You how do you fit in? When I met some of these people before, you weren't around. Like, who are you?
It's kind of like a long story. We're not really from this dimension. Is it
Oh,
dimension? I don't know. We're not really like from here, but like we kind of met. You know, Hiromi and Gordon and Lorelai, and like we teamed up after a while. You know, saved the universes, plural. Just like typical stuff.
How old are you?
What do you want to know?
I'm trying to get a read on you. You kind of seem like a kid, but also you've got some huge fucking guns. I was admiring, how you're. Keep sounding like Nebuchadnezzar, but I can't do my Boston right now. But I'm trying to pull him in because Risky's kind of got that kind of look to him. Hey, would you? I saw your little finger guns there, and look at that. What's that?
Do you mean pointing fingers at Arnott over there?
Yeah. What do you know about Arnott?
I mean, not a whole lot, but at the same time, quite a bit.
You're chum with him. Finger guns. Hey, pretty cool.
It's just a little something between me and Arnett.
Ah, secret
Wow.
jokes. I like it.
I just realized his name
Wow.
is Arnott, but I called him Arnett. I'm just gonna roll with it because that's fully Archie.
Don't know much about him, but you guys got like a secret handshake. He seemed kind of stuck up. I was surprised to see him do his little kitty stuff. Well,
You know, it's you meet all kinds of people, all kinds of places.
that is true. That was true. We saw some crazy shit in Undermountain. Well, keep up the
I don't know what
lounging.
Undermountain is.
Thunder. It's not that important.
Under the mountain.
I think we're gonna talk to you guys about it and stuff. So why do any spoilers? Hey, look at them! Look! He points over to Thorpe and Hiromi. Watch! He's gonna bluff. He's gonna blush. Watch. Look how red he gets.
Dude, how is it even possible?
I know.
He's blue.
I know. It's pretty amazing. He doesn't like. He'll get a little flush sometimes when we're down there and stuff, and he's like beating up on shit and cutting stuff in half. But like, there's something about your front that puts him into a little bit of a state.
I mean, you're a giant woman. You can't really blame him. I mean, she's not really my type. I like him a little bit older, but.
Oh, you like. So I just want to point. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I was looking through my old notes of Dark Star Orchestra. One of the last notes I had from the encounter was that him and Vi, he was little spooned by Vi after the fight.
Yeah.
I had that literally in my notes. I was like, Risky got a little spooned by Vi as a part of the recap. So he's like kind of like he's also telling you sniffing around. We won't get all of that, but he's just like, yeah, not a lot of olders around here, but that's fine. That's fine. We used to have a little spark with somebody in the old romance.
Oh man, no, the oldest we got here is I think it's her. Points to Lorelai.
Yeah. So
Just
you're
saying she could be real friendly.
well. I'm saying you're the ones over here saying that you got a thing for older women, and you're the pointing out, Lord, you got something going on with the Manta lady.
No.
She's about some hot shit, there, bud. Yeah.
No, she's on the cuff. She's like not just there. Yeah, like give it like 10, 15 years.
Oh.
He
Okay.
really likes like elderly do you have any like really old
No,
ladies around here? No,
Listen.
bring him in. He's he's being humble. He
Listen.
wants all of the old
I mean, if you're into that kind of
women
stuff,
to
you know,
know.
there's some interesting brothels in Waterdeep, but I can't say it's really my kind of style.
You want to go
fine
later? We'll all
point
go
where a
together.
lady where her age hits and it's just like the sweet spot, okay? Like the young stuff, no. The really old, absolutely not. Just like
So you're saying that Lady Lorelai's not old enough? He says it really loud.
oh, yeah,
Apparently we're gonna pick. I'm not intentionally doing this, Lindsay, but apparently we're picking on Lorelai tonight. It's probably because we're set up for her society, so everyone's gonna pick on her, I guess.
Freshly done with zipping Caleb's mouth shut. Lorelai just slowly turns to Archie.
And Kate was like, oh, wait, I don't need to breathe.
Archie, he doesn't really try to hide his conversation. He's not a subtle person, so like he's like talking. Yeah, she's old, but like not old enough. Does that make sense? It's like that fine, area of like age. Kind of like you just gotta wait for the fruit to get a little wrinkly.
The eyebrow just keeps crawling higher up her face.
Do you want to borrow my meteor spell?
Arnott steps up and walks over. Lorelai, is everything fine over here?
My man. The true guy stepping up to defend his
I know you're more than capable of fighting your own fights, but is everything all right over here? I hear some disparaging comments, perhaps, about my friend. Oh, nothing. It's good to see you, Arn. Risk just walks by.
Oh, he went up to Risky and Archie.
And Archie, yeah. He's just like, is everything okay over here?
Okay.
Because Risky said it loud enough to catch everyone's attention. I was like, Arnott would be interested in that too.
Yeah, everything's fine. Why?
I hope you're not disparaging the honor of a lady.
I don't know what disparaging means, but...
Are you being rude and uncouth? Do you know what uncouth means?
No.
Are you being rude to Lady Manathar?
No.
Is everything fine, Lorelai?
Sorry, I realized that in my head Lorelai was over with Caleb on the like halfway across the room. I don't think she's not next to them.
To be fair, when Archie made up that loud conversation, okay, and like, well, I don't think Arnott would yell across the room or speak that loud. I think he's too proper for that. Yeah, so he'll just have that conversation with
Sure.
Archie.
Yeah. Lorelai's like,
No.
you know, maybe 10, 15 feet away. She can kind of hear what's going on, but she's not right next to them.
Well, I mean, I wasn't being rude or anything. I was just talking. Was that like are you guys like together or something?
Lady Lorelai and I are dear friends. I'm
Oh,
protected of her.
yeah,
She's
one
protected
of
of
those.
me.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you say, Arhung.
Pardon? That's good.
Or not.
Call him our hung.
That's good. Nate, as the audience, that was fucking slick. That was such a good job.
Seriously, like that wasn't one of your better ones, honestly.
I thought it was great. I wasn't expecting our hung in the middle of all that.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep any of your talking about the lady to a minimum, please.
And wait a minute, lady, we're talking about Lorelai, right?
Yes. Or all ladies in general, but particularly Lady
Oh.
Lorelai.
Okay, yeah. I mean, shit. I'll try my best.
And I'm gonna go talk to Risky. He goes over and starts on Risky. He's like, "Hey, what is that?
See, this is why I love
Hey,
you guys.
Lorelai, she's lucky to have you, man.
He turns.
Does another finger gun.
He does not return the finger guns anymore.
Oh, no.
Alright, whatever. Oh, I remember I did make a comment. When Archie was getting escorted to jail, basically, or like the dungeon by Lorelai's guards. He said, "Oh, now I know why you put up with his shitty personality." So in his head, he's like, "Okay, personality still checks out."
I love that you made it canon. Or not, it's got a huge dick. Thank you. All right. So as everyone's is settling in their own ways to the meeting, eventually the open lady kind of stands up. So I do believe we have some important business to attend to. So shall we all take a seat and put the matters at hand on the table? And everyone sits. Or stands or lounges or whatever the fuck you guys are doing. I said that so aggressive. What the fuck you guys are doing? Open lady continues speaking. We seem to be at a crossroads of sorts, and Darkstar has brought up some information from Undermountain, and Arnott has also brought some information from Kuzakura. Now, this is a world and a nation very far away from our shores, but what I hear from Darkstar is that things may be a threat greater than just a nation on the other side of the world. I'll allow them to speak. Yeah, so, we went on the mountain. Some of you guys remember seeing us down there and stuff. I'm starting like Nebby still, but it's okay. A lot of voices. And, we went down there and stuff. We had some things, Blackstaff over here, I guess, he's pretty important. And, he, had some folks out there. So, we went down there. We wanted to check in with the Illithids and stuff like that. And we checked in with them. And it was horrible. It was pretty bad. But, we survived. We got Thorpe out. And, he kind of like, shall we, yeah. And, Rod kind of like nods and then goes over to this like box and kind of brings it up and sets it on the table and like opens it up. And he lifts up a dead intellect devourer that's just like been like destroyed and stuff. We got some interesting information from down there and stuff, and we wanted to share because, according to our connections down there, apparently there's a mind flare, an illithid invasion, either occurred, or about to happen, or something like that, out there in Kozakura. And according to Blackstaff and the Open Lady, I didn't know much about illithids until we got down there. It's gonna be bad. So he wanted to talk to the Open Lady, and she said she wanted to talk to you all, and we're here, and yeah. And then Rod speaks up. Something else to be mentioned. When we interrogated the illithid contacts, they mentioned something about the god brain. Even they, this colony in Undermountain, was concerned and worried about this threat. Some great illithid being and its forces are on its way here, and even the mind flayers in Undermountain, some of them have already moved their colony and are going to make their own actions against Kozakura and whatever's occurring there. Yeah, so, fucking sucks. Yep. Arnott then speaks up. Allow me to mention where my contacts came into this. Under the suggestion of Lady Manthar, I have been making contacts and connections with Kozakura. I've already had some through the mercenary work and arms dealing that I overlook, and so unfortunately, one of my previous contacts was killed in a duel during a very famous ball. And he kind of looks at Hiromi.
Oopsie daisy.
So,
Josh.
contacts and communication has been a little bit slower than I would like. I put my ears and sources out to the ground there, and there have been stories of a civil war, a power struggle. No rumors of anything illithid based, but apparently Kozakura is now in a place of peace underneath the rulership of a new shogun. There is a detail, though, that was very peculiar. Hiromi, is your last name Ota?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It is.
In one of my correspondences, in some of the papers of contracts and stuff that was sent back, something interesting slipped its way into the paperwork. It's a sealed letter addressed to you.
Ooh.
And I would like to give it to you now. And he just kind of slips it out and walks around to the table to you and just hands it to you. There would be a seal on it. Nothing too crazy. I don't think Kuzakuran. Wait, actually, sorry. I'm just thinking of my own like IRL like Japanese stuff. Again, I'm trying to do everything with due respect, but I actually learned a recent fact. Like Japanese cultures, like they have seals for a lot of things. Like if you go sign government documents, like you actually have a seal that you use rather than like a signature or something like that. So I actually think there would be a seal of some sort representing. Sorry, I'm changing some of my own details in my brain right now. I'm going to say the seal on that is different. But you would know that seals and stuff are very important. A lot of people have their own, or usually have their own custom ones. You would recognize the paper, kind of a rice-based paper, so it's a little bit more thin and a lot different than anything you would encounter. It's definitely look like it's been through some travel, but it seems to have arrived and generally in one piece, but it is sealed and it's rolled up. But on it, you do see Hiromi Ota written on it.
Yeah, she takes the letter. Is that kind of like they're waiting?
Yeah, like Arnott just hands it to you, and he
Mhm.
sits down, and then he's like,
Okay.
they
Everyone's
just kind of
waiting.
watch you, like for Hiromi, everyone just like turns and looks at you.
She's still giant, so I can imagine this.
I forgot you're still a
Got
giant.
tiny
God
round.
damn. I'm gonna make your token pick so I remember.
Yeah, it's 24 hours.
Whoa.
I'm just doing this to help me remember my own context here. Do you open the letter? Like, no pressure, but you just, I just wondering for you what you decide to
She
do.
does, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot giant little.
She's like trying to not rip it.
All right, just for my own enjoyment, because I like to give these things in secret, I'm going to take you to the secrets room real quick.
Ooh, okay.
Son of a bitch.
Very short letter,
Mhm.
but it is written in Kuzakuran, so it does seem to be authentic in that way. It is opens with, you have your permission to change this, but it's something I came up with. It's addressed inside to Hiromi Ogata.
Oh, okay.
And my angle here is, I'm sending it to you in chat, is that Ogata is a nickname and it means big moth. And that's something your sister would call you.
Oh, I
And
like
mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want something else, but there's a second side to it too, then you can tell me your opinion. It says Hiromi Ogata, you've been journeying far too long. Period. The emperor is in need of you. Period. Our family is in need of you. Period. Kozakura is in need of you. And it's signed Miko Ndinka, while you would know her as Miko-san. And Dinka is a title of royalty almost, or like a high station. And then underneath that is her seal, her personal seal, which to tie into the little or big moth is a sign of a butterfly. And you know her as Little Butterfly.
Okay.
Like nicknames.
Yeah.
But that's it. And I'll send it to you in text though, but I just wanted to like
Okay.
talk it out before just hitting it to you.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love it. Yep. Okay. So it's nickname for like royalty or like
A title.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my best to use some of these like and hopefully use them correctly. But Dinka is usually an indication of high royalty, right? And that would stick out to you. Like you know her as Miko-san, and she was never really involved in politics or anything for your family's clan. Like even your father as head of the clan usually would not have the title Dinka, right? Or anything of that level.
Yeah.
So okay. Any more questions? Yeah.
Yeah, I think for Miko, I know like I put her personality is kind of the opposite of Hiromi. So she's more like, enjoys reading and like, book studies.
Mm-hmm.
She liked the concept of like politics, but she was like never involved with it. She's like, very smart. She's not really a fighter. How like when Hiromi left, I think it was my impersonation that she thought the Shogun was like a bad guy.
Yeah, 100%. In your opinion,
okay,
bad
so
guy.
It seems weird that she's like the emperor's in need of you and like all this stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely what the fuck is going, like what happened or what is
Okay.
going on. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so just to like kind of like let's just like solidify it as we're going through. It's like I definitely think you left in the middle of the Civil War, right, or this violent uprising, but it seems to, according to Arnott,
Now it's like,
has come
it's
to
at
an
peace.
yeah, and the Shogun is in charge.
Okay.
So
Okay, for sure. And then also I sent you the tokens
Yeah.
for Hiromi's father. I had like in my image, this, very tall, strong, noble samurai. But I changed it at the last second. I like want him to like be like a little bit older, like smaller, maybe like very slight, But
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of one of those characters that are like, don't underestimate him. It's kind of like, in like
I
anime where you see
gotcha.
like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
old man. And
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
like
oh,
for
this
me, it's
old
like
man,
my
and he
Dark
just,
Souls games where it's
yeah,
like the smaller the
yeah,
character, it's usually the scarier the
yeah,
scarier. Yeah.
yeah,
It's like, oh, he's
exactly.
really
So,
small. That means he's gonna be really
yeah.
fast. Oh god, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
dead.
he just like caps everybody.
I
So
like
I
that a
think that
lot
would be really
actually.
cool. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind
We'll
of
make him
my
Yoda small, but he's on this little unassuming
yeah,
side. Yeah.
yes, definitely unassuming. Yeah,
I love both those tokens for what I was thinking about him for him too, so that's perfect.
sweet.
Sweet. Okay, moving to Mike.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
Jesus, I'm so sorry, man.
Uh, we'll go through it.
I want you to have to deal with that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone watches as Hiromi reads the letter. And it's up to Hiromi if she wants to respond or say anything.
Yeah, here I mean keeps like rereading the letter over and over again. It's from my sister, Miko. But
Is everything okay?
yes. Or at least it seems like it. Something is wrong. And then she'll like read the letter out loud to everybody.
Okay.
Ooh.
But do you want to read it since I sent it to you
Yeah.
Read it.
in Hiromi's voice?
Yep. It starts with my name, Hiromi Ogata, which means Big Moth, a nickname she uses for me.
Oh.
You have been journeying far too long. The Emperor is in need of you. Our family is in need of you. Kozakura is in need of you. She signed her name, but as Miko Denka, which is a title of royalty.
Oh no.
My family is not royalty.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This is wrong.
Could your sister have married and
Yeah,
sorry.
that's kind of like what she was. When I had left Kozakura, there was a civil war happening. My family, we were enemies of the Shogun. And now there's peace. And now my little sister is royalty? It's not right.
What,
They're lying.
if you don't mind me asking, what benefit could a marriage to your sister give to this shogun? Why would he have chosen her?
She like kind of like crumples the letter up, just like the edge of it. I think it's a message for me. I think that the Shogun is using my sister.
Hiromi. Sorry, go ahead.
It does read like a taunt. Also, how is the handwriting?
It's in
Like-
Kozakuran, so you guys.
Well, is it
can-
like shaky? Is it steady? Like did they take
it
the time
seems,
writing it?
Yeah, it seems steady, and like how
That's
short it is. It
Hmm.
seems like there's a subliminal message, like a threat. Like
Mhm.
I've got your little sister, and like I'm inviting you back to Kozakura.
that's how I read it as well. The contents of it seems like something that would be sent in secret.
It was hidden in the
Hiromi.
paperwork that I had.
Mm. They obviously know that you know Hiromi.
It was sent on its way to Waterdeep, at least.
Hmm?
The story of you and the duel, as the host for that man, this is not a criticism. As I understand it, you both fought honorably, and as part of your customs. But I did share that story when I reached out with my condolences and had to explain why there was no remains. So your name was also mentioned in that dispatch.
Hiromi, how important are you in Kusakura? Why would the Shogun... I mean, obviously, we know you're special and talented, but what does the Shogun know of you that would make you worth taunting in this way?
My family isn't very important, but my father, he was a powerful samurai. He was very close to the previous shogun. Before I left, the new shogun held interest in my family. Specifically me. But for his reasons, I don't know.
You think it could be because of Akumu?
It could be. Akuma was hidden in the sword that my father gave me.
You see Risky like lean over and mumble something to Thorpe. And he just like Thorpe just like shakes his head or something. You're pretty.
What?
Maybe just thought she was pretty. Beauty does weird things to men.
Lindsay's laughing. Lorelai's not. Lorelai just like gives a big smile. It's like, you're right. She is beautiful.
You see, like, Hiromi, like, her eyebrows, like, kind of rise, and, like, starting from, like, the base of her neck just gets red and just goes like, all the way up. I think that's what my father feared as well, which is why he sent me away. I think the Shogun... He's tied in my little sister. Possibly with him or someone that he can control. My family is in danger. This talk of peace, it's a lie. There is no peace when it comes to the Shogun.
Oh. We must help. We must go. But we can't in the way that they expect us to.
Elaborate on that.
This Shogun obviously wants Hiromi to come back. And how long ago did you receive this letter or not?
2 days ago.
Great.
Correspondence is a bit of time between here and Kusakura. Paperwork takes a while to travel.
But there obviously will be expecting you. However you go back, we should not show all of our cards at once. However, how do you think he
Perhaps-
would expect you to return? Would he expect you to return alone, or would he expect you to return with help?
I would like to say that when I left Kozakura, he believed that I would flee. But I think he knows my personality, and I wouldn't flee. I would come back with help. She like crosses her arms. If all of us go to Kozakura, perhaps there's a way to hide the mercenaries on the ship.
Many of them are good at infiltration. They may be able to infiltrate the city. Sorry, Warden. Go ahead.
Question for Calum specifically. Exactly how high can these ships ascend?
All the way up to spell jamming.
I don't know what that means.
All the way up into
You
So
can
space.
go
very, very high.
It will go into the astral sea. Yes.
So why don't we just fly really high? At least the station.
Well, what information we got earlier wasn't there already a ship above? I can't say
Kuzakura?
the name. Yep. Up in the air from the a
I thought it was the
Mind Flayer ship.
god brain that they said. Oh, a mind flayer ship. Sorry.
You have, this is the
Well,
open lady speaking, you have information of a mind flayer ship present in Kozakura.
I believe up in the astral sea.
I mean, surely there's some distance below that good station the ship's at that would be unnoticed from the ground as well, no?
There is also the problem of the winged army.
The what?
Winged army.
The winged army. They protect the shogun.
I was about to message you, Lauren. I also added, what did I call it? The Kujira, which are giant flying whales that are armored with weapons on their back to the flying army.
Cool.
I was trying to message her, but she started talking about it, so I just said it out loud.
Oh, dig it.
But I did update that
yeah,
in the to your notes.
Awesome.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, she explains. Wait, are we going with the whales or the?
There's both. There's more than one, right?
Okay, there's both. Okay. Yeah.
The
so
nation.
Yeah, so she explains the whales. She also explains the kitsune troops, which are basically like flying fox
So that is not
creatures
possible.
that soldiers fly on. Yeah, with three tails.
What about
Wait, before we start discussing strategy. Actually, no, sorry. Never mind. Go ahead.
I want to address the mind flayers as well. I don't know if that's what you were going to say.
Yeah,
but
that
I
we
want to
should.
figure out. We need to know how we can station ourselves there without notice.
Yeah.
That's what we are trying to do.
We should get all the
Uh,
information that we all have out on the table first, so we can get as best a picture as possible.
Let
Sounds like there's a lot we don't know.
Let me speak on behalf of the Waterdeep. The open lady speaking. Right now, we are looking for information about the mind flayers in Kozakura. You mentioned mercenary groups and crew. Do you all have standing forces you're planning on taking with you?
We have mechanical raptors.
Army of mechanical raptors.
I know what a raptor is. And she's like, oh, I've heard stranger things. So it seems we have two folds here. You have your personal issues, Hiromiota, with your family and the Shogun, which is a Kuzakuran issue, it sounds like. We at Waterdeep and the Sword Coast would be interested in the Mind Flayers. Lord's Alliance, I don't think, are going to back up our information or back us up in any way. Sidebar, for those who don't remember, Lord's Alliance is all the major cities on the Sword Coast. If there's a big giant threat, they'll usually combine, but she's addressing like them as an entity and as a resource because she would kind of be a part of that circle. They won't respond or send forces unless we have some sort of confirmation of an actual existential threat of the mind flayers. And it would be a very difficult situation for us to invade a nation without proof. If there is a mind flayer ship above, easily identifiable, if you all can send information back in some way, perhaps they can use that to galvanize some resources here back at home. But in the moment, I think the only resources we all have are going to be us here at the table and what we bring to the table. I just wanted to speak on Waterdeep and Lord's Alliance, because I've already put a lot of thoughts into them.
Caleb or Charlie, remind me of where we got the information about the Mind Flayer ship. I know it was in the Astral Sea somewhere.
So I was gonna let you guys kind of like try to remember that out, but let's just go ahead and clarify it. So when we brought everyone together, Akumu.
I remember.
Well, like there were ships, but go ahead and roll an Arcana or a History check.
Because about that 20 for a 38.
38.
Oh my god.
The place you saw in the vision, Caleb, was not the Astral Sea. You know, the Astral Sea has a very particular tone and color palette to it. This was not that. So, just to clarify for your own self, he would definitely know. It's like, they were not in the Astral Sea. Where they are is, I don't think, well, you have a nat 20. Well, just a second. Because I can also give benefit of the doubt that Caleb would like kind of research what he saw. Yeah, nat 20 to 38. Okay. Let's just say Caleb has also put some research into those too, right? On the side. And he's been like going through the planar books that your brother left on the ship and stuff, on the Bastard. And using the connection of old stories that Hiromi has told about an old battle with angels and mind flayers and this ancient invasion. I know she's told the remaining Morai. I'm just gonna give the benefit of the doubt she told Misfits at some point too, that story. In the downtime and stuff. But you would have come across something called Bluetspur, a realm of mind flayers, a world of mind flayers. And that is where they were thrown back to and locked away for better terms. You would also know that on occasion, Bluetspur bleeds over into the domains of dread. So like even in Barovia, it makes sense for you to hear them sometimes. You've heard of people almost being like abducted mentally to this place, but it's a place of mind flayers that have been locked away, this ancient race of mind flayers. And so, but they're locked away. And you remember hearing prepare the way. So the inclination is here some way, somehow. They're trying to free the people. And when they said Godbrain earlier too, again with the 38 and all that, you'd be like, oh yeah, I read about that. Godbrain being this just like ancient illithid entity of some sort. They're trying to find a way to free him. And you remember hearing prepare the way. I think that kind of covers it.
Because this when Caleb had the sample of Akumu, and in the laboratory, him and Toro was, in a sense, trying to learn more about it, and then the vial, basically it took over Toro for a bit.
That's right.
And then that's when it explained what was it seeing. That was the warning.
Yeah, so there's so many like voices and angles here. Let's say also say during all this too. When the Intellect Devourer was exposed, freaking Akumu like probably sounded like a wild animal for a second, and Hiromi would have had to control him. Those who have seen him interact with mind flayers in the past, like he gets incensed. All this mention of the God brain and such, I think, would be unlocking his own memories and stuff too. So he would like, I'm not going to go through all of his reaction to it, but he would be reiterating, kind of the same thing of like the God brain is what he was the leader of the Notakai, the mind flayers, and that was the big bad for him. That was the person who, properly put his people into a thrall, or if not created him. They're not even showing their own origins, but he just kind of like backs up some information too from his own perspective. Cool. I think that's everything on my end off that Caleb Nat 20. I don't remember where we were at for that, but yeah, they were clarifying the ship. So there's been no confirmation of a ship above Kozakura or even in the Astral Sea. So just for everyone's own clarification.
Thank you. But Caleb, do you share about the vision?
I think you did.
Okay. No, I meant like now in this room.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What Nate said.
Well, Kumo said. How about that?
Yeah.
Do we have any other information that we haven't shared? Like,
Hiromi does. I mean, she
yeah,
has.
Hiromi, yeah.
If we don't know where the Notakai's ship is, I don't think we should bring in the other ships of the mercenaries until we figure out where exactly it is. But in the meantime, if we go to Kozakura, I have ideas for help.
You tell?
Everyone just looks at you like, share, please.
Well, we're waiting.
All I can see is that gif.
I know. There is a clan on Shizumi Island of Kitsune. They might be willing to lend a hand. And then there is also Tokoyo, which is the spirit realm to my people. It's possible we can find guardians there.
Have you and I talked about accessing the spirit guardian stuff?
Yeah.
Or the spirit realm? Okay.
Accessing this?
Yeah, I don't think we and I have talked about that. Let me just secret room. Sorry, we have so much stuff. So
Okay,
1 second.
Avatar. Get out of here.
Essentially, I made Torii gates real, and so there's the 7 Torii gates, and those are I don't remember how specific I was in the notes, but that is specifically they were literally gateways to the spirit realm, right? So you literally could walk to it. Usually the Torii gates are protected by priests and stuff, and it was very not like it's not like I'm going to go for a stroll into the spirit realm, but the connection was there. Trade, exchange of goods, information definitely occurred, but definitely like a boundary between 2 countries, right? But
okay. And then I know you did mention Namikami, the elder spirit.
Yeah, and for me, you can come up with your own name too, by the way, if you want for that. But that to me, that's a elder spirit or a spirit of some sort associated to the Ota clan and to Hiromi.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like a family,
family guardian. Okay. I just want to make sure. Yes, are the spirits in Tokoyo? I mean, is that something that Hiromi know? But like, they would be like willing to help, or like, I know because there's bad spirits and good spirits and that kind of thing.
It's a nation in its own right, and so it's like it's very, but like some of the connections too is like that's where dead ancestors go, right? So there could be at the very least, like you'd be like Hiromi would probably think, oh, if anything, there might be Oda, ancestor spirits there. Maybe I can talk to them for supports at the very least. That but it's definitely like if Mexico suddenly got took over by a dictator, America would be like, what the fuck? It's like, so they're neighbors or whatever, something happening in Kozakura, they'll definitely be listening or paying attention to it and reacting in some way. But to me, in my brain, it's not really a unified place. Definitely a place of like some good and some evil in that way too, but like almost Fey like in the sense of like just a lot of selfishness to it too. Little parts carved out just to whatever, but it's a weird place in its own way too. But we can get more into that if we cross that path.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
It's very abstract, but yeah, cool. Any more questions?
Okay. Nope. That's
Yep.
it.
That would be my primary guess.
I don't know.
Well, let me hear your guess. What's your suspicions?
Welcome back from the Avatar state. Fucking
Funny enough, I have never watched Avatar, but I bet it would be a good.
what?
I've tried a couple times, but like I need a show to really grab me. I've heard it's really good, but it's one I'll go back to periodically to try and.
Episodes are kind of slow.
Yeah.
I feel like if you like Avatar, you guys are gonna like Kozukura. Yeah, but Hiromi basically explains Tokoyo is the spirit realm to her people. That's where the kami live, and like the spirits and the yonkai. It's kind of like a separate world, not a world, but well, Nate described it as like a nation of spirits. It can be accessed through Torii gates around Kozukura, which there's 7 of them. And are they still guarded, or was it a thing like they were guarded, or she doesn't know? Like
So each Torii gate in its own right would have its own kind of administration, right? Maybe it's on holy ground, right? So that was a very priest or some sort of local or a powerful religious sect maybe oversaw that one. There's one in Kozukura's capital that starts with a D. But and traditionally it's kind of respectfully maintained by something more regional, right? Because usually it's something important to that region and the connections for that region in general. So it depends on which one and where, but it wouldn't be just everyone's being. It's not the Kozukura border guard. It'd be specific factions, powerful factions, but people invested in each region around the Torii gates. Yep.
Yeah. It is possible for us to go to Tokoyo and seek out my ancestors for help. If they're aware of the situation in Kozukura, perhaps they can give us more information on the Notakai.
How dangerous is that realm?
She's kind of like...
It's not bad.
Like all places, there are both good and bad spirits.
It's like the domain of dread. Shouldn't be an issue.
We can handle it. We've been to hell and back. We can handle this.
So, I think that would be our best route. Like Lorelei said, we can't play our hand too fast. I think we should hide the ships of the mercenaries, find out the situation of Kozukura, locate the Mind Flayer ship, or she would say the Notakai ship, and go to Tokoyo to see if we can find any more information and possible allies.
My question is, are we trying to stop the Mind Flayers before they come to Kozukura, or is that impossible?
We don't know. We don't know if they're even there yet, or
So
if
we have
they're
to
already there and fully infiltrated. We need
We
more
need to
information.
find information out.
Okay. We need to. I think.
Well,
I think we should go. This group. They
for
already
the
know that you have
question-
some allies. Hiromi, they already know you have some allies. Because they saw us at the ball together. Right?
Yes.
So we should pretend that we are the only help you brought. A powerful group of friends, yes, but they won't know about all of the other tricks we have up our sleeve, the others we can call on. And this will allow us to gain information.
If we go to Kozukura and we find proof of the mind of the Notakai, it's so hard to start calling them Notakai. Let me cross out Mind Flayers. Okay. If we find proof of the Notakai, we can send back evidence for help in Waterdeep. The question is, how long would it take for help to come?
Long time.
How long does it take from here to your place?
Long time.
Well, luckily, now that I have my own ship, the other ship that I've been paying to, uh, to part us about in the loss after the loss of the bastard, I can pay them to wait here for any whatever help the open lady would be kind enough to lend uh, from Waterdeep to what's the word I'm looking for?
Rebuff. That's the word I'm looking for. To rebuff a potential mind flayer invasion, I could have them come over on the lunar month. It would be faster than any ship we could have here, any ship on this plane.
You all fascinate me more and more every time I see you. You have multiple spelljammers at your disposal now. Risky's like, what's a spelljammer? He's like, spaceship, like blah blah blah, explaining. He's like, oh fuck. Blackstaff, you got one of those? He's like, no, I do not. We should get one. My thoughts in the process is the available resources is Dark Star Orchestra and yourselves. Most problems I find a strong adventuring group, focused, can take down and handle most threats. But beyond that, there's not too many resources I can expend from Waterdeep's own practical defenses. If we get proof of the Mind Flayer invasion and can show the Lord's Alliance the true threats to the world that it sounds like it could be, and that even in Kozakura, it'll affect us here, I might be able to then galvanize enough troops and resources as a collective. But even then, that is here and there. If we have spelljammers, we should be able to move them quickly.
Well,
So, practical terms, she has Dark Star Orchestra as a resource. And then if
we need to
enough
find-
proof and stuff can happen, then maybe she can do a Lord's Alliance troop
So if we
deployment.
take Dark Star Orchestra with us and get some friendly little NPCs along the ride, we can leave the Lunar Moth here and hopefully get some proof to them soon. And then, it'll take us some time to prepare. But hopefully in that time, we can just continue gathering more information.
Just-
Blackstaff is going to speak up real quick because he's been very quiet.
Mhm.
Whether by anyone's choice, I was definitely going to go. Mistra brought me back again. And it's for this task that I must see it through. Obviously, I would like my comrades to be there with me if they'd like. Well, it's Kozakura. Any talk about any spoils or anything like that? And then becomes like, I like the way this guy thinks.
You do.
They're legit like the same
Yeah.
person.
To be fair, like, it's so funny. I leaned into Nebucath wanting that, but like, he really hasn't asked much from you guys other than the book, which was like a task for
He
him.
hasn't.
Yeah.
And the rod.
But then
I
the
was
rod,
planning
the
on-
rod was the.
No, I was planning on
Well, the rod isn't
paying
much.
him.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, I was planning on paying him.
But Risky definitely is one for the gold and stuff. I'm sure there'll be compensation for you out of the Waterdeep's coffers. I know, but we went down in the other mountain. We took care of some mind flayers here too and stuff like that. So it's already a pretty big bill. Sounds like Blackstaff is doing it kind of his hot, but we're gonna, and Thorpe's like, I'm just gonna go. You don't have to, And Rod just kind of like nods. He's like, it sounds like this is going to be a threat to even the gods people, so I will go. And Rissy's like, fucking fine. All right. All right, okay, I'm going. All right, it's fine. I'm gonna get paid for it or whatever. But openly, if you ever want to, compensate or whatever like that, she kind of like nods.
Hiromi kind of like looks at Dark Star Orchestra. Whatever reasons you have to go into Kozakura, thank you. And she like gives him a little bow.
They all like nod and like Thorpe like he's like bow and he's like kind of big and he kind of can't do it up against the table and stuff. He kind of gives a nod at the end.
If I can bow, he can bow. Okay, I'm bigger than him right now.
Fair, but he's still awkward. He doesn't know how to do like a proper Japanese like stiff bow. He's like, yeah, out, okay.
She kind of looks over at Lorelai.
Yes?
Can I say
Did I
one
miss something?
thing?
Did someone ask me something?
Oh, no.
Or not speaks up. I would like to also attend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
This seems like an all hands on deck kind of situation.
Do you finally plan on blemishing that armor of yours?
If I remember correctly, I definitely blemished it with that red dragon in the Manthar estate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I did
It's
have
right now.
a few scars from a interesting time in my life where I fought for the very survival of my city and my world.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do think I described him with like
Yeah, he
scars
got
and
fucked
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
He's like experienced war now. Guys, isn't he so
Just-
hot?
Sorry,
Lorelai thinks and does not say.
sorry, we ran out of space on the bastard.
Luckily, again, what a fortunate happenstance that I've recently come into possession of my own ship and can therefore. Arnott, you are more than welcome to ride with me, as is all of the Black Star Orchestra.
What about us?
Oh, of course. You guys are.
You just kind of left us out.
Lorelai pauses kind of awkwardly.
She gets her ship.
You know,
Oh god.
You know?
You guys can ride on your own
She's
ship.
like,
Okay.
I'm gonna get my own ship with with hookers and cigars or whatever the Bender
Yeah.
meme is.
I just want to emphasize, you guys, Lorelai was about to like have a very cute emotional moment where she was like paused because she was awkward about it, but she was about to say, you guys are my family. Whatever's mine is yours. Of course, you're always welcome. But then when y'all interrupted with that shit, she's not gonna say it. So that's meta knowledge now.
We already know it.
yep. You should have known that was gonna happen.
Where you're like, yeah, or not, and Dark sure, welcome
You
aboard.
guys, it should be you shouldn't even have to think to ask. Of course, you're welcome. Come on,
Except for Archie.
except for Archie.
Whoa, what did you do?
I feel like
Yeah,
Arnott and
Arnott
Lorelai
kinda
would have
gets
like
that.
an actual conversation about that. It's like, says the boy
Yeah.
going to be allowed? But between all that too, Lorelai, I think to correct me if I'm wrong, but like Arnott doesn't necessarily know that you have spelljammers, plural, if one at
Oh,
all.
yeah.
So he's just like, I feel like you'd probably also know he didn't know. So you like dropping that bomb in front of him. He's definitely got like sparkles in his eyes. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You and I need to talk, girl, after this.
Mhm.
You know, he's like, what the fuck?
Hey, last time I came and wanted to talk, you were too busy. So
Damn.
Sorry, that was my side
maybe you
bitch.
should make more time for me.
Word.
It was one of those gold diggers. Is he a gold digger?
Does he need to be?
No,
No,
ridiculously wealthy.
he
Like,
helped
I don't have
raise
time for
Lorelai from
Lorelai.
a.
He might
Oh,
be
you got a
ridiculously
nice
wealthy, but he's
BMW
clearly not
Spelljammer.
Spelljammer wealthy. So
But no, it's still,
Well,
yeah,
it's
there's
just-
wealth and there's spelljammers, plural wealth. There's a different level of wealth. That's very fair, actually. That's very fair.
Yeah.
no.
He's a gold digger.
She just kind of like gives him a little look out of the side of her eye, and says, "Of course you're welcome."
He's just like smiling to
Bored.
himself.
You're all welcome aboard the Hellbore.
The Hellbore.
Hellbore. Like,
Ooh.
Does not this ever quite
oh, I
deserve
thought it
to
was
be-
BOAR.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of BOAR. Like Hellbore.
Yeah, I was thinking like Hell Pig.
pig. Yeah.
Is this a
That's-
reference? I don't know Hellbore.
Yes.
It seems very
Okay,
specific.
so go ahead and just Google Hellbore the way I spelled it.
Mhm.
It's a
The
flower.
Hellebore.
Ah.
Hellbore.
Ooh.
Hellebore.
Poisonous.
Hellebore.
It's
Helicopter,
a
helicopter.
Okay, so
No.
I was actually I'm between two names. I just can't decide. But
It's your shape. You can name it whatever you like.
I'm about to explain to you if you guys would shut up for a second.
Helicopter! She's trying to talk.
Helicopter.
Anyways,
The
It's a
Hellbore
plant,
is
guys.
the Hellbore. We're about to zip it your microphone, Lauren. I'm just kidding.
Server muter.
Server muter. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
the Hellbore is a beautiful flower, and very, very poisonous. I was between that and belladonna, which is nightshade, which is
Ooh.
especially cool because it produces berries that are really, really sweet, and so it's so sweet and it tastes so good, you don't even know it's killing you until you're dead, just like Lorelai.
What was the
I like that
word?
one.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
I like that one. I
Belladonna
like
is the
other
Hellbore
one.
more.
Hellbore just sounds cool and like we big
Yeah,
the house,
that-
so it's like a
Yeah,
play
I was
on
about to say
words.
thematic.
You could
You
call
know-
it a stinking hellbore because that's what we have in our yard. Nope,
What was the
that's
second
actually
name you
what it's called.
said, though?
Is
Because my
your ship.
Belladonna. I'll spell it for you.
Belladonna. That just sounds like to me that's a
So
fun
it's-
name. Belladonna.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's a
Belladonna.
deadly nightshade or
Belladonna.
sweet nightshade, or like you know what it's called. But the Latin name is something belladonna, is like the nightshade family.
Is it what's this? Isn't there a southern, like the old southern term for ladies?
A bell,
Like
a
Southern
bell,
Belle. Like a bell.
Southern
Y-
bell.
Yeah, like a southern belle. To me,
Southern
it seemed that also invoked that for me, which felt not
Mhm.
southern heritage, but just Lorelai
Yeah.
being a belle in her own way.
Yep.
Also prima donna, which Lorelai is also.
Prima
I wonder if
donna.
that
Yes.
was that
They-
was I was
They're
thinking
both
of. Yeah.
so good, right? They're
Yeah.
both just so good. I can't decide.
You can roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll.
It's your boat.
I just love that when I put
under-
hellebore and it's like trash talk hellebore to me. I'm like, that's a conversation starter.
10 and under is Hellbore, 11 and up is Belladonna. All right, there it is.
The hellebore. Love it.
Hellbore.
Nice.
You can call it the Jezebel.
No.
My next ship will
Welcome
be
to
the
the
Belladonna.
That would
Jezebel.
suck.
No, that's Archie's ship
Oh yeah.
Equipped with silver spoons.
in honor of
Ready-
Dom.
Ready to go in the bum.
Archie's ship is like a rowboat.
With a hole in it.
Yeah.
Just the door from the Titanic.
Oleander.
Mhm.
I had a
Yeah.
character literally named Oleander. She was like a little
Another poisonous,
pyromaniac.
beautiful flower.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool character.
Anyway,
Mhm.
Anyway.
I have.
Anyway,
contacts.
so
I can
what's
potentially make.
Arnott's? Sorry, go ahead. What was that word?
No, I'm just saying I've contacts I could maybe make. Contacts I could maybe contact.
Mhm.
Don't know if they can be called contacts or not.
I'll try. Just for my own curiosity, what was Arnott's reaction when I invited him to come aboard my Hellbore?
He tried. Well, roll an insight check, maybe. That, or you just know him
Sure.
well enough to know his
Can I
his
have advantage
always.
on the insight check?
Yeah. How about that?
That's a 31.
He wants to. He wants to board that hellebore.
Excellent. Great. Perfect. Thank you.
You didn't roll a 31 insight check, Archie. There's no chuckling.
Let's see. I got a decent insight.
Oh no.
He saw his wiener. That gives you automatic insight.
Yeah.
You get instincts when his
advantage on
wiener
it.
moves.
I got advantage on it.
Oh, sorry. It's a 28 deception check on Arnott. I just made it for that 15
I
deception score.
love, and adore that Arnott has a plus 15 to deception.
I have it
Guys,
as a joke, but half like we know he is literally a man of deception. His
He's
life
a
is a lie. Yeah. He
His
was trained
entire
by
life
this
is a lie.
Centauro. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, they're just so perfect for each other.
Well,
Yeah, Hiromi was just kind of like looking at the others and for like confirmation if they agree if that's a good plan.
I believe that is the only way forward.
Yeah.
Is there any good? Because I mean, Hiromi knows where the capital doju is in Kozakura. Is there anywhere where she could arrive that's kind of like away from the capital? Because we're going in incognito, right?
I think they'll be expecting us, at least you.
Oh Jesus!
Here's a map of
It
Kozakura.
is.
It's so bright.
Oh shit. Okay.
You'll notice that the Torii gates are kind of labeled for your own consideration. That's interesting.
Yes.
For Hiromi, unless you want to establish something, I feel like her family was rooted in the capital, right? In Dojil.
Yeah, no, they.
And so it's like, I don't know if she would have any like connections beyond that. I mean, you can like come up with something if you want, but like Nate, don't know if anything that would serve the purpose of that. I don't know if your like family's clan was not in the city, but you had like the city estate versus the clan over so its own like town and village or something like that. Like I'm fine with anything like that. It should be up to you if you want to or keep like what you want to do with it. And then maybe that if there is something you want to develop, that could be something that's like where you guys, whatever. But it's also a big little country. Big little country.
Wow, there's so much to do there. Where did you say what island are your ancestors on?
It's a realm. So these gates here,
Mhm.
these are
Entrances.
Torii gates. Yeah, that lead to Koyo, which is the spirit realm.
I see.
And then this up here is where the
Mhm.
Kitsune tribe is. Shizumi Island.
Okay, cool.
But the capital doju is down here.
Assumingly where Emperor is. Slash Hiromi's actual family estate and stuff.
Yeah, she kind of she wants to like get eyes on the capital, but without revealing herself, if at all possible.
Gonna
Did
put a mask
Samaris-
on.
I remember Samaris said something about a contact like a thieves guild contact in Kozakura.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, Nicole just got home.
Didn't you say something about a contact in Kozakura through like the thieves guild?
I don't currently have one. I was talking about trying to get some contacts there, like ahead of when we arrive.
Yeah, at this distance, depending on the resources and stuff, like ahead of time might be more difficult. I'm not saying impossible, but also but you and Tamsin have done this. It's like, oh, boots are on the ground. Let's get started, right? And start poking around and looking for the obvious signs. But I'm not saying you can't try and find something in Waterdeep. It's just the whole idea of things being literally on the other side of the world. But Arnott's got connections and he's a dubious, right? So it's like, not saying there isn't. So it kind of depends on how Megan wants to play it and go for it.
Like, would there be like a thieves guild in Kozakura? Because I know like the. I mean, I guess yeah.
I would say this, in my opinion, that's a culture that Hiromi's not associated with. So if she wants to roll a history
Yeah.
check, though, to see if she knows more about that, she could.
Yeah.
I think
Ugh,
Caleb
11.
would like to go to the Isle of No Mosquitoes. Mainly, Charlie wants to go to the Isle of No Mosquitoes because mosquitoes suck.
Oh my
Sorry to
goodness.
tell ya.
Literally.
We visited like a friend of ours had a birthday. I'll make this really quick. Had a birthday party, rural Florida, and around some like fields and agriculture. And, me and Mish, like well, maybe a lot of us too, is like, oh, the idea of living in a rural area, it's kind of attractive out of the city or whatnot. We got there. I'm like, oh, it's middle of summer, man. The mosquitoes are bad and whatnot. But we got in there, we talked to them. They're like, no, don't ever leave the city. Like they're like our ages and they're very like, for them for like left leaning and stuff. They're like, we like the idea of living rural, but they're like, the mosquitoes were so bad. I live in Florida and the mosquitoes were so bad. It was scary. And it's changed my whole perspective on rural living in Florida. That's all. It was, we got in the car, we opened the car for 2 seconds to leave and we had the biggest mosquitoes I've ever seen and a cloud of them inside the car. It was
No, thank you.
terrifying.
Mm-mm.
Anyways,
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
I was like, I'm going to stay in city limits. I definitely learned to respect the fact that, and I don't even think about it, but they actually go around in Florida and spray for mosquitoes regularly because it's just so bad. Anyways,
Wow.
that's all.
So Hiromi
That's
forgot to
marsh.
tell Caleb about the giant mosquitoes. The giant mosquito tribe, but they're like evil.
So they're
They're like human-sized mosquitoes.
vampires.
I was thinking the same thing. Like they're bloodsuckers.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Caleb would be like, "My people."
I am. Let's make a
So-
feast.
Wait real quick? I got sidetracked. Did you roll your history check?
Yeah, it was an 11.
Yeah, I don't think Hiromi's. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she would like have a connection to that. That'd be very foreign to her, at least before she left.
She's like, thieves in Kozakura?
Not in my culture.
No,
Yeah, so
because they get beheaded.
Hiromi doesn't know anything about that. But Samaris, go and roll a history check.
I think
Oh
Gordon
boy,
goes,
I'm so good at these.
Gordon goes to the Isle of the long-legged
plus
and long-armed.
13.
You don't know anything off your own basic knowledge for this world from another universe and in a country on the other side of the world. But not saying you still, I'm not discouraging you from trying to find stuff in Waterdeep.
Because we're trying to be stealthy. That is our goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
I'm
should. Sorry, go
thinking
ahead.
like if we go somewhere with a Torii gate, and try out Tokoyo first to try to get more information. Because essentially, like the spirit realm is like it's not like a mirrored realm, but they're like side by side. So the spirit realm is aware of everything
Okay.
that happens in Kozakura. So if we look out for Hiromi's ancestors, like the Oda clan, they might
That's
be able
cool.
to help us.
And there's, 2 options. We can go back, gain some information, get a lay of the land, and then we can call our allies and attack, or we can try and infiltrate. Hiromi, they've invited you home. If you wanted to walk through the palace gates with us next to you, you could. They've invited you. If you think you can maintain some semblance of civility long enough to find out information, we could attack from closer.
You can see, she's not really as composed as she normally is. This is very much like old Hiromi, where she was like being influenced by Akumu, and she's like barely hanging on to like just rage. So she's pretty hesitant about walking into the capital because I mean, like what happened at the ball, Like if it's a duel, like she doesn't care who's there, where they're at, or who that person is. And especially if like the shogun has her sister and is using her, as leverage. She doesn't want to put her sister in jeopardy.
I mean, do you think your sister's mind is her own still? Or do you think she's being forced to do this? Or do you think she's truly had a change of heart and could have married one of these people?
No. What I know of my sister, Miko could never side with. What did I put his name as? Oh, just for evidence, the shogun's name is Saito. Saito Yami. Yeah.
Saito Yami. Saito.
Yeah.
Saito. Shogun Saito.
Saito.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could send her a message. If you have a question for her, you could ask it through me. If you can give me a good enough description and understanding, I would need a lot of information. It's difficult. I don't know, Nate, how you do this, but like sending messages to people that you're like, because it says familiar with, and so some people in some DMs say you have to have met them in person. Other people say like if you can get a good enough understanding of them, like their name, their description, like stuff about them, and then
Looks like the new one's been updated to be a little more fair. That's like, or a creature described to you by someone who has met it. So looks like
cool.
they cover that concern.
Thank you. So yeah, I could send her a message. If you have a question for her, something like that, I can try and contact her. Or someone else that you know.
I don't know how far the shogun has gone with my sister. He may be in her mind.
Yeah.
I think it's too risky.
Wait,
Or
in her
another
mind?
person.
Yeah, well, she's just thinking like,
especially with mind flayers around.
so,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he's like, there's mind flayers around, and then also like, if the shogun is in league with like mind flayers, they built the Gajini to like overpower the minds of like others and like take over their bodies.
Yeah.
So yeah, she doesn't think that's a good idea. But
okay, is there someone else you might trust that you don't think would have been attracted attention?
I know, I'm trying to think. She's thinking about her father, but she doesn't know like the status on her father. If he's being like watched or like monitored or I think
it is
it's better
telepathic
just to
communication.
I think it's just better to lay low.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's if you decide you want to use it, it's a resource at your disposal.
Okay.
Yeah, we could infiltrate the city, try and avoid notice after we find out. I guess we could just go and find out information first, but I do think we should have a plan of how to call our allies quickly. Individual mercenary groups I can send into surrounding areas to infiltrate. Some of the smaller ones are more suited for small scale work. They operate in sometimes groups of as little as 3 to 5. They could go into the city and at least start having some people placed throughout the.
My only worry is like, Nate, what would you say like is Kozakura as far as like having non-Kozakurian people?
I was thinking the same thing. It's like, foreigners exist 100%. But I'm going to treat it like a little bit more like Japanese culture where foreigners are noted, right? In the sense of like.
They would have to have a cover story of like traveling for some other reason. Yeah. They would have to be sneaky about it.
Or not just got to speak up. He's like, I send contacts for negotiations. They're so Coastians. So they could go under the guise of some of the trade deals that I have going on, business interests. Yes. And they do go to the capital as the center of their military might.
Do you have any scheduled runs or trades at this moment?
There is some goods going out. Usually that takes a few weeks to arrive because of mundane transportation. But it was going to be on its way after the paperwork with the letter came in.
We'd get there before them.
We could write that my funds have risen, and lo and behold, I have now got a quicker and more efficient mode of transportation.
Yeah. We could drop some groups off. At least one group.
And solitary ship
Maybe.
or two against the might of their forces. Maybe not too much of a threat, but especially if we dress them up to be more mercantile than military.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking especially just for information gathering. If we can drop off a group of people, outside, far enough outside the city, right, that we won't be spotted, and they can make their way into the city, then we make our way to this, the spirit realm elsewhere. We go do spirit realm stuff. That would probably take us time, and during that time, this merchant group can go into Kuzakura and get a lay of the land and send us information.
I think it'd be as bad as possible, and my understanding, the contracts, Lady Manthar, are extensive, which makes me think that the military might and forces of Kozakura as a whole, and especially now that it's unified, is extensive. So, how much control do they have watching all their boundaries, all their aerial supports? Possible, but perhaps as difficult as anywhere on the Sword Coast of sneaking between the cities. Possible, but you never know who might see you.
So borders might not be constantly patrolled in every place.
Yeah. Seems pretty practical, right? He just doesn't want to paint it that it's like it's just going to be, in his opinion. He's like, the contracts are big, force seem to be very large. And I think Hiromi could like back that up. It's like if there's a unified forces of all the clans, and it's pretty substantial. But you can only watch so much borders. But who knows?
So I'm so sorry. You're saying I didn't fully understand. The
He just wants to make sure you don't think like
military
it's gonna
might.
be easy just to like, oh, we snuck in. It's like there's a chance like there is a military presence.
Right.
And how big it is, it's like chance it's covering a lot, so there should be holes, but it's not just open borders and sneak in wherever you
Right.
want.
No, of course.
He's just establishing
But
there's
if we give a small enough group of people a good cover story, and just try and get 3 or 4 people who are good at stealth and deception and stuff, who can go in and do that.
I think he's more addressing the idea of a ship dropping people off over land somewhere, right?
Oh,
I don't know if that's exactly how you were phrasing it, but that's what I interpreted.
Pretty much.
So that's what he was saying, like that
Land
idea
in
of
a forest near
the
the
helicopter
city,
flying in. Yeah, he's just like there's
off.
military force, there's an aerial force, so don't just assume.
Right.
Like, not saying it's impossible.
Could Lorelai bring people in with
I could plane shift.
plane
The
shift?
chances of it going wrong when I don't know where I'm going are higher. I could try.
Don't know about that.
Would you be able to take all of us, including Darkstar? Or would it be splitting the group resources?
Shift, no. Also, Lorelai, when she's like, when I can cast plane shift,
Plane rider Lorelai.
Yep. She would probably say, it's something I can do more than once, if need be. So I can do several trips. However, more trips, the more chances are that something would go wrong, and every time there is a chance that something could go wrong.
Well,
if we could get all of us close enough, in the ship, guess all of us can travel to Kozakura, like the region, via ship. I can plane shift a small group of people to, a group of, I think, under 10, to hopefully somewhere close by the capital. I would aim for the capital, and I would hope I would land within a couple of miles,
We land in the middle of the fortress.
Good.
Well, perhaps if you get us close enough, I would be happy to go. I'm sure Tamsin would go with me to do some scouting, information gathering. And if the rest of you come by ship, and we could communicate with you, let you know where might be a good spot to come through.
How you're saying, how would you get there? Would you get there?
If you plane shift
Okay,
us,
gotcha.
and then, I mean, you could stay with us if you want, or go back. And Samaris and Tamsin could kind of lead the infiltration bit.
Yeah.
And communicate back with the rest of the group.
Lorelai would be happy to help with infiltration as well if we want to split the party, and half of us go do, infiltrate the city and get a lay of the land, and the other half go do the spiritual realm stuff. I just don't know.
It doesn't have to be like a drawn out thing. I'm just trying to think of ways Samaris can be helpful.
No, I think that's a great idea.
I don't know if Hiroma would think that would be a good idea, splitting up everybody. She doesn't really know a whole lot about the spirit realm, but she does know it's like nothing to fuck around with. Especially if you're like don't have a full party.
What's
I mean,
and it's huge. It's big. Right?
What if we go
It's like
in
a big nation.
Pretty much.
What if we go in by the ocean?
A regular ship, maybe.
Well,
Get
these spell
fly
gemmas
there,
can
get there
mimic.
quickly.
Yeah, these spell gemmas, I'm sure, can mimic a normal vessel.
Hypothetically, yes, but let's start with the aesthetics of the ships, at least to establish one. Star Moth is weird as fuck, but it's a ship. You guys even, I don't know, it might be Star Moth. My brain's getting a little fuzzy. I think I have a little brain fog going on. But you even saw that in the water, right? So it can go in the water, but it's a weird looking ship. I will say the way the Bastard was rebuilt and it's intimidating, looks like a warship. I will definitely say Straw Ship was built and designed for intimidation. It looks like a warship. Reminding you guys that they don't look like just sailing ships.
Job right now.
If you want to establish the time to get a re-aesthetic of the Strahd ship, you 100% can, but that will take time and stuff. We did Charlie's in a 1-year downtime montage, so and a wish spell and superpower.
I was thinking of like she's gonna use a combination of magic and paid labor to put her the name on it, like
the name one stuff like that. Yeah, I'm talking about just the general impression of the ship that rolls through and sails in, even on the water, will have that aesthetic. Just as a reminder, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Just remember they're not just sailing ships.
Of course.
I wonder if the risk of using plane shift is less than arriving in the ships. Because plane shift would be, far, less noticeable. And I think that's the ultimate goal.
I have to make an Arcana check to do, above table. I have to make an Arcana check to do it. With my bonus, it's really hard for me to fail that Arcana check. I pretty much would have to roll a nat 1.
And if you do roll a nat 1, it's that we go to a random
realm somewhere. Then I can plane shift us back. I can try again.
Yeah.
It's just if we land in a dangerous place.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's underwater.
Dude, that would suck. I'm kind of thinking the southern end of Kozakura. It's not exactly super close to the. Well, actually, what's the scale of Kozakura? If we land here and then try to go to the capital.
Is that like days
Mm,
or weeks of travel?
I'm gonna say days.
Yeah.
And thank you for asking it
So
that
I
way.
would-
I'm like, I don't know how fucking miles work.
Yeah.
Days.
I
That's
think
doable.
yeah, I think it's kind of like similar to Japan, right? Where it's
Mhm.
not exactly.
Plus, their military
not super
presence
far.
down there would be really thin, I think.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what
perhaps
Hero
we
was
can
thinking.
fly above the cloud cover until we get outside of Masakad 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 Masakadai.
Yeah,
Whatever.
The last,
Last letter is
the gate. Oh,
Masakado.
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 Masakado. Masakado.
Masakado. Whatever.
Masakado.
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 Because in
Sorry, I just got your joke.
Get it?
Asian
Yeah.
language, the pronunciation of A's is ah. So
Masakado.
so Masakado. And like
Thank you.
E is I is E. When you pronounce like Ichiyama.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Or like Torii Gate, not Torii Gate.
So yes, so I could take us down. We could plan to try and take the ship down to, somewhere like above cloud cover, maybe here, and drop us in between Masakado and Doju.
Yeah.
We could split, and then I could try and, we could either take the couple of days of travel time, or we can try and plane shift until we hit the mark. Or we can, keep, by that I mean take the ship, like, I guess we don't need to be really close at all with the ship for me. If I'm just going to plane shift, I can just take us there right now.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just worried
Like,
about
plane
like,
shift-
well, because I mean, there's still the winged kitsunes. Like that's a whole army of flying foxes with soldiers. So I don't know if they're like constantly patrolling the capital. I'm assumed like they would be able to spot like a giant Spelljammer ship or two, and be like, "What the fuck is that?" Yeah. So I think
Even if, how
plane
high
shift
did they
is-
fly? Because I was thinking of like flying the Spelljammer so high up, like until we need the armies on the Spelljammer, like we just fly like out like my mercenary company, and obviously like Calum is gonna fly out his mechanical raptors and stuff like that. They'll just be close by, but like so far above cloud cover that like, hopefully the Kitsune wouldn't, like, I think that's what Rob was kind of saying earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like if we rest those ships up high, keep them hidden so far away that, people can't see them, I can send a sending spell, and when we need them, the armies can come swooping down, but we will be in doing like the on the ground work.
That's kind of my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
But we
because it's
plane
gonna
shift
take
right
time
now.
for- Yeah.
Arrive there, and
We
then
could plane shift, arrive there, get the info while everyone's getting everything ready here, and then send word when we have proof.
Okay. Yeah,
And
and
I can come
Hiromi
back.
really thinks that we should all go to the spirit realm together. Like she
Okay.
doesn't know enough about it. It could be like a
Even-
terrible fucking place, and just having 4 people going might be bad.
Mhm.
Makes
Even
sense.
Black Star Orchestra and Arnott.
I would like to think we're going with you.
All right, let's do it. It might take me a couple trips.
Perhaps once we can get boots on the ground, we all can find separate objectives. Split the parties, plural.
For the strike force. Very cool.
I know we were talking about, obviously, like we're not like doing it right now or going right now, but like shopping before.
Yeah,
we need
we
to-
gotta shop.
Preparing before. I don't know.
We're in Waterdeep.
We're
When in
we should-
Waterdeep.
When in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep
'cause I'm
shop.
like, we need some. I need healing potions.
Yeah, we need some healing potions.
Yeah, I expended a lot of my shit, so.
Ooh,
I'm
I
pretty much
think
cleaned
I
out.
I now have a Google Doc for how I wanted to price them. I think I finally just wrote it down and organized my
I think you did. I think you
notes
did
for
for
it.
Wednesday.
Let's see here. 2024 potions of healing prices. Of course, like
Mm.
the Supreme and stuff like that will require rolling to see if they even have it, kind of thing. The really strong items.
Mhm.
But that's for at least for healing potions. Pricey, but for Lindsay, did you know the thing about the cannonballs?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay.
I just need I need to go back and I'll reread it. I saw it like in
Essentially, it's
passing.
1,000 gold a shot for that weapon. So,
Okay, and there's like did you say like 2 or like 3 or 4?
well, I'd say go and roll a d4. That's how many are currently stocked on the ship, and then we'll like roll amount that you could potentially buy to supplement.
Nice.
3 are on the ship, and then I'll just do or roll a d8 for me, and I'll be able the potential of how many you could buy, like available on the market.
I will buy all 5. I'll spend
Cool.
5,000 gold right now.
Cool.
That.
She got the bombard, Charlie. I was like, what would Strahd have, and what would be the easiest thing to just go from like the bombard? So she's got a big fucking weapon on it. It's only a +6 to hit, but if it hits, it's 16 d10 damage.
Whoa.
Each shot is 1,000 gold.
Jesus. Do you have the link to the
The little
soft
document.
shop stuff?
Yeah.
My fucking brain right now. I know it was on Wednesday.
I apologize. My brain, I started getting like some brain fog, so my brain is slowing down. I
know,
guess
so did I. Like, hit a
camping reset my sleep schedule, and I still haven't like adjusted to. So that might be a part of it.
magical.
Yeah, so there's the same thing there. Pricing on that, some things have changed, right? So I'm still using it as a baseline, but if you find something, make sure you just ask, and we'll check to see what it's old versus new, and see if there's any balance changes. All potions for sure are going to be more expensive, just because bonus action is so
Potions of
strong.
resistances for 300 gold. Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's
unfortunately, yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I want that one.
Easy. It's cheap.
Would we have enough information, like would Smares have enough information that this isn't metagaming for me to know that it would be a good idea for her to buy if there is any arrows of aberration slaying?
Oh, that's a very good question. So I do think between Darkstar's literally hands-on experience of just fighting fucking mind flayers, there'd be like quote unquote meta knowledge on mechanics and stuff. So like looking for they are aberrations, right? Yeah, looking for ammunition of slaying is the new 2024 version.
Oh yeah,
Aberration is definitely possible. Yeah.
Hiromi would have been like preparing you guys to like explaining. I mean, I don't know if
she hasn't. Well, I guess you guys kind of fought mind flayers, but like I don't know if Hiromi is directly like has like super in-depth knowledge. But between all the,
she was kind of thinking like from Akuma's perspective.
Oh, true.
Like
True. But like he's also just kind of like a baby in his own way, right? He just like his memories are waking up and stuff, but.
Just a wee
But anyways, anyone, sorry, I'm making it more complicated than it needs to. Between all the resources in the room, it should be pretty obvious of like, yes, ammunition of aberrations sounds great.
Yeah. They give you a wicked headache.
Yeah, right.
Ivory goat.
Wait, does that mean Caleb's an aberration? Got a lot of headaches listening to him.
But I don't know if there's anything for it, but mind flayers do their mind stuff. From Darkstar does psychic damage, and there's an intelligence saving throw related to that, and there's the stunned also in with it.
Right. Okay. Let's buy stuff for that.
Well, I can try to learn the spell Intellect Fortress. And I want the Ivory Goat.
Didn't you get the ivory something on Wednesday too?
Oh yeah.
The ivory goat.
Yep, with the big butt.
What is that?
Ivory Goat.
It's that.
Goat of traveling.
Do you remember what I gave up? a price on that last time, or did you just choose it? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Did you buy it?
I bought the Traverse one, or the Travail.
So you're getting a different version of it.
I might just get the Code of Terror. Got the money.
Of terror?
Okay, so you're looking to do the go to terror version of it. Don't go for 3 hours. Go to attack, but you can harmlessly remove its horn and use them as weapons.
Gotta go.
Oh, he's getting a phone call. It must be very important. He's just like hopping. River requires ration, weapons just between the horns, return the curve to the finger, form the right thing else. Oh my god. Yeah, let's compare that to the old version so I can. Ivory goat. How far is the legacy? Pretty much the same, so I'm fine in using the same price for that. Oh, I'm echoing. Hello? No, I'm not anymore. Okay. I have answered my own question for Charlie's question. That's not exist yet.
I have a question, Nate.
Yeah.
How much gold would it cost me to roll a D100 on the Moonblade property table and get a new effect? Potentially.
Is that so? Moonblade Return 2024 version.
Yeah.
And that's something that's already built into it, or are you looking at
it's
like
got properties
already that you can roll off of?
Yeah, it's
So
yeah.
let me
Typically you roll it and those are the effects it has, but the idea of giving it a little spice.
Moonblade.
Not where we're going.
I mean, where you're going, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like that.
So what do you have
that's
already
like
on it?
more-
I think you gave me the +3 automatically. And I think
Okay.
I rolled force damage and then the crit on a 19.
So are you want to try and re-roll one of those?
Or just roll new. I just want to know how much money that was.
Oof.
Like if I were like to upgrade it.
You already have
I know it'd be
3
expensive.
properties on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the +3 version, the critical hit, and the force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the extra D6.
It'd be pretty
Good
pricey
chance I can't afford it.
because like the Ring of Spell Storing, right? It's like, oh, it is what it is, but you're like cheating out, and I say don't cheat disparagingly, but it's like it's bypassing the attunement rule, right? Because like, oh, the Ring of Spell Storing is now in this, so to me that's very strong.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me say this. I would say roll, and then we'll see which one is available, and then I would base it off
Frankly,
of that.
I would be okay with not even having the Ring of Spell Storing one because I also think that's kind of nonsense.
I still think I would make it random, though. I still think I'd have you roll, and
Okay.
then that will be what's available, and then we can take the next step from that.
Sure. Okay. I like the idea of a little upgrade, so I gotta roll.
And you know me, I actually technically don't mind augmented weapons and stuff from smaller stuff, but all of these abilities are pretty good. So
There's a chance I might re-roll the same one a bunch. Nope. That one's that can that works out. That one can repeat. So it's just an extra D6 damage.
I mean, you
pretty
can
much.
roll into. I mean, which ones have you not gotten? The throne. I mean, if you want to roll,
Well, what's nice about that one is it stacks. So it's pretty much just an extra D6 of damage.
oh, each
So
time.
instead of 1d6, each time I roll that one to a maximum of 3d6, it increases by a d6.
Okay, so and what is it right now? Just a d6.
Yeah, it's just 1d6.
yeah, adding another D6 of damage is not too crazy.
No.
I would say 2,000 gold.
Oh yeah. Maybe like a special magical whetstone or something that I pick up.
It's funny in my
I'm gonna upgrade my sword.
my dark
No,
fantasy
you
setting.
don't need any more damage.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I haven't
what are you
upgraded
saying?
this
Oh,
sword
sure.
since.
Guys, I
I
want
got
to
the
upgrade
sword.
my sword so badly.
Man,
was
everyone's
so-
upgraded their sword but me.
I was so
Where's mine?
hoping to have it at legendary status before going into our final fight.
Well, dragons.
I mean, we have to find an ancient dragon to breathe on it.
Never say never.
Hey, maybe we'll get
You
to
don't know what
fight
they
a
told you,
dragon.
bro.
I would love to fight a dragon.
What is a elder brain dragon's breath attack?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
what's
No,
Yeah,
no,
are you sure?
dude, the Elder
Don't
Brain Dragon
ask. What have
scares
you
the
just
fuck out of
asked
me.
for?
No,
What's
it
gonna
scares me so
happen
bad.
now?
I'm so excited.
I'm pretty sure like I put some like a picture of the Elder Brain Dragon and I was like, this is my greatest fear. So
well, it's just
I think I berated
I'm not telling you
for
what
that,
what
too.
it's not going to be in it, but it's mind flayers. You know, form for fact that's already crossed my mind as an option, right? Of
yeah.
something to use potentially.
Uh,
Not saying I'm using it or not. You know, maybe some surprises.
what have you guys done?
It's mind flayers. None of it's fun.
Oh no, it's a lot of fun. I disagree.
Oh man, I group on Sunday they fought. I won't give complete spoilers. Does anybody in this group have arachnophobia? I don't think any of you do, right? Not like true arachnophobia.
not really.
No.
It was like
I'm not good with pictures of Australian-sized spiders.
it was like a spider dragon, and its breath attack was the scariest thing
Ooh.
I've ever heard. Because the breath attack was essentially it shoots out a shit ton of little tiny spiders that will give you piercing and poison damage.
Nope.
Megan, I like Megan's response. She's like, "Yes."
I love spiders.
sounds
Yeah.
right? As
That was
long
a
as
cool one.
if it's near me, as long as it's not poisonous, I don't give a shit. I think they're cool.
I'm not like
Uh,
cheerleading for spiders, but they like snakes. I can't be around, but spiders, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that's fine.
I'm totally fine with snakes, but spiders, I intellectually love spiders. They're a super important part of our ecosystem. I know that they're just nice little friends that are trying to eat all my mosquitoes and flies in my house. However, I just can't help. They creep me the fuck out. They're just so creepy. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Did I explain to this group or someone else recently where I was like, I think God just gave me so many fears that he was like, all right, I'll let the snakes and spiders slide with you. I
That's
feel
fair.
bad.
I like that.
Yep.
God gave me enough fears.
Your fear
You
meter
are
is
not
full.
one of them. That's actually a good line for like a D&D character. But like remember, like for you guys' weapons, if you a basic upgrades like +1s and plus or turning a +1 to a +2 or a +3 is very possible. That's an easy thing to purchase the price of and then like augment that to your weapons. Add in like to be like Warden has or the Moonblade has special things to roll for, but you already can get weaker items and augment it, right?
Can
Depends
I
on the item.
augment-
Usually that's common and uncommon at most, but if someone wants to add like a D6 damage onto their weapon or something, you know, talk to your boy.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping I got that one because it's not super strong, but a little extra damage never goes amiss.
Absolutely. Let me
Could
see.
I purchase an upgrade for the oath bow?
Is
Because
it
I
a-
have.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was
Sorry, what
I
was
was
I
like
saying?
finishing your sentence. Just go finish what you were saying.
Mostly I would love to have a higher bonus on it, like to hit. My Vadium daggers +15, Dinya's +13, the oath bow's +12. I think because Vadium's +3, Dinya's is +1. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Dinya's is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, statistically, when you use the oath bone, you have advantage. That's like a +5 right there alone. So adding more
true.
pluses to it is very, very strong. I'm being sarcastic at myself, but actually that's kind of I think why it's not a +1 or
you're
+2.
right.
But I'm not saying you can't pay for it. It would just be very expensive to pay for it, more than
I
usual.
mean, I have a lot of money.
Yeah, I was gonna say if like of all the times to like spend it, right? This is the kind of shit to spend it on. So like a +1 version is like a +1 weapon is usually like 1,000 gold, right? in this case, for something this strong, I would probably make it 10,000 gold for the +1. Then going to +2, it'll just get a little bit more exponentially bigger. So do you want to hear more beyond the 10,000 for +1?
Maybe
plus
what's
three?
+2?
Right. So for
Yeah.
+2, let's make it 30,000.
Okay.
And then +3 would be 60.
Ooh.
I can help.
That, and for those who are listening, that's
I mean,
because the oath bow's
50K.
already got such a built-in ability to get for +5, statistically, that's why that one is that expensive.
What about mindfuck?
I haven't looked at Mindfuck in so long.
It's only like +1.
Still my favorite name of a weapon I ever made.
I know.
For that one, it'd be what is the cost of a +2 weapon in the Saints? Because I'll probably just use that in the +3 for augmentation.
It says a +3 weapon is 16,000.
Cool. And I would use for yours whatever that is in the Saint for like the equivalent of a weapon like that.
Okay.
Yeah, at least doing the
So-
+1 stuff. That stuff I like to make sure you guys can do.
Yeah, honestly, like I haven't upgraded this weapon since we were with Vi and the murdered couple.
Mindfuck.
That's
That's also my
I'll do
favorite
30K
villains.
because we also have a bunch of money in group coffers.
Yeah. I have, well, I was going to spend, I've got 43. I was going to spend pretty much on healing potions to just try and stock us up in as many healing potions as possible. I feel like that's a good use of group fund, and we can just distribute the potions as needed.
Archie is 70-something thousand gold.
Lorelai's sunk almost all of her money into the
Shave
amount of
about
white
2,000 gold off for cheese puffs over the campaign.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Expensive
I feel like
imports.
that's accurate.
No.
How much
A
are
lifetime
potions of
supply.
vitality again? And speed. I think those were more expensive than what was.
I'm hearing you. Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up. Just remind me to answer your question in a second.
There's so much happening. Are we doing?
Potions
So
of
is this
speed
our
were like
shopping episode now? Or are
2,700?
we just taking a pause in the dinner conversation to just do shopping?
I'm fine with that because I don't, unless there's something that you want to discuss with them, but I think this is worth getting this going and stuff.
It'd be kind of anticlimactic if we're like, all right, good meeting, now let's go shopping. And then
Yeah.
now let's go to Kozakura.
Maybe we were doing this before the meeting or after the meeting or something.
Okay.
The next day. We're gonna
Um,
need to stay there for a day, right? Like do all this stuff.
To do the shopping, 100%. Right now, just assume you guys are going to having downtime. For those people who don't do any shopping, if you have any projects you want to work on for like 24 hours or something. Rob, you had questions. What were these questions?
Potion of vitality and potion of speed. I remember the potion of speed being
The potion of speed, I need you to roll an investigation check for. That's such a strong item.
I'm not.
Just assume someone helped you and roll advantage.
Oh. Hey.
20.
You laugh.
Minimum 1. So you find 2 potions of speed for sale.
Sure.
Those are going to be very pricey. Again, relatively speaking, but that's why you guys got all this gold. They're going to be 8,000 each.
1,000 each. Yeah, I think that's worth it. All those.
And then a potion of vitality.
Yeah, just for the exhaustion. I don't know what 2024 mind flayers do, so I want to I want to be covered.
Yeah,
there.
I remember reading. I'm not saying this is for them or not, but I do remember like thinking exhaustion would be like play a more important part in 2024. But I haven't come across anything yet, since it's just like a flat penalty. When you're very charged, you have some poison condition. You're in the maximum performance from blah, blah, blah. The one reason why I would make this more strong,
This is the hit dice.
the hit die thing, because I think Charlie, that's you, right? On Wednesday, you did a really clever thing with an item that does something similar. Because then he has like, oh, wait, Charlie's gone, but he found like a really good combo, and he had like an ability to let some do hit point dies, and like I think that's him. And so he's like, I heal for a shit ton. For an extra 4 hours, hit points, and maximum exhaustion levels, poison. Very rare. Let's just do this first. There's 4 of these available. Let's say 3,000 each.
Okay. Get 2 of those as well.
Does anybody else have any more questions that I forgot about or missed?
I'm working on finding the collection of items that I need, but I would like to see what healing potions are available.
Okay.
What levels of the higher level ones?
Go and roll an investigation check for me for the Supreme. Let's see if there's any available.
I would like to use my new Ring of Puzzler's Wit to give myself advantage on this intelligence check.
Sounds good.
$27.
27. Two potions of supreme healing.
Okay. How
And
much?
so those are 5,000 each.
Okay, so 10,000. Hold on. Sorry, let me get my group cash money up. Okay. 10,000. Got it? 30.
I said 2
then,
out
so that's
loud,
two
but it's 3. I did 3 minus 1, but it's 4 minus 1.
Oh, awesome. 3 supreme.
Max roll.
Amazing. How many superior?
Superior.
Superior.
You find those without any checks, but we're just going to do a roll for superior. 5 of those. 1,000 each.
How much each?
Fucking yeah.
1,000 each.
1,000 each, so that's another 5k down. Okay. And then greater, right? And then regular. How many greater?
5.
Buy them up. Get a stock going. We can make a bar off of
How many
fucking healing
greater did you say?
potion-based
Sorry.
stock.
I said 5. I'm actually thinking about rolling it back because that's just way too many healing potions. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on that. To be fair, it's just like bonus action healing potion. You guys having this many potions just will drag it out longer, right? I'm trying to be generous and make sure you guys have access to them. But I'm like, that's those 3 alone is minimum 20, 20, 20. That's 60 HP is like free bonus actions right now, right? That just alone with those potions. That's so much
I
health.
think we're not going to use those all in the same fight. Like, this is going to be for our whole Kuzakura arc. You know, like the infiltration.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. The
and
context
getting
of you not having
spirit
access for
world.
it. That's fair.
It's going to be lots of fights.
That's fair. You are stocking up. I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And going into literally.
It's not for just the final battle.
I am still hesitant of so many healing potions because between that and healing spells, it's just.
Was it more comfortable just to do the 2 supreme instead of 3?
No, the Supreme is fine with that because I did even a -1 on that. I want to be very fair in a D4 roll because I could easily be 1, right? Easily be 1.
Okay.
It's just the smaller ones being the the person goes down and we pick them up as a bonus action because I allow people to administer as bonus actions. To me, that's where it really gets annoying. So I'm just gonna say a lockdown on 4 just regular healing potions, emergency defibrillators.
So no greater.
I'm sorry, 1 second. I really apologize. My brain is fogging up, and
that's okay. You had said 5, but I wasn't sure if you were rolling.
So
that
Supreme,
back.
No, you're good. Supreme 3, Superior 5, Greater 5, and then whatever I just said for normal potions of healing.
Okay, totally super reasonable, and we'll distribute these. Everyone can get. Okay, wait. There's so many of us. Jesus Christ. Okay. How many characters are in this party now?
7.
Nebby, so 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone remembers. I'm gonna want Arnott at least have 1. Give him a greater.
And for those who don't know, Arnott is a 9th level, or he can cast up to 9th level spells. So he's not
useless, I promise.
He's not useless. That still was one of my favorite moments of Warden was talking so much shit, and he got to pull out a 9th level spell in the middle of a combat.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorites.
it was like right after Warden made fun of him for his armor too.
Warden
Great.
and are not dynamic early was so good.
I love it.
Why is he even wearing armor?
To be fair, that's just a generic token. I don't even really
Yeah.
imagine him like that. That was just something I picked a long time ago and just stuck with it.
Mithril,
Mhm.
that's why.
And then
Super
sorry, how much for
expensive.
the greaters? 200 and regulars 50?
Graders are 400, regulars are 100.
400. Can someone math for me? 5
Well-
times 400. Oh, I guess 20. Okay, so 2,000.
I can't, but my calculator can.
And then for regular, how much for regular?
Regulars are 100.
So for another 400. Okay. Okay. So much math done. All right. Or not, I'm going to give. Is everyone ready to receive? Do we want to split up potions now or do that later?
Just do it now while you're on it. Because if not,
Okay.
we'll forget, my
Everyone
opinion.
And
Go
I
on.
already have, I do have 2 greater healing potions in my inventory already, and we do have a supreme in the group coffers.
Oh, I didn't realize
Is
that.
that-
Okay.
Yeah, I have 1 superior on Archie.
Probably
and
just
then
put
I
that
think
in
I have-
someone's.
I have a greater.
I got a
The guys are making me feel
superior.
worse about letting you stock as much potions. You guys even go
Yeah,
through
I
all
thought-
those potions. I
thought
think I'm
we
going to reel
used
it back,
all
guys.
those
I'm
potions.
sorry, but that's
Yeah.
too
No,
many
that's fine.
potions. You guys even go through all those.
that's
I thought we were
fair.
cleaned out.
Yeah,
That's
that
why
I
was
agreed with
thinking
you,
of my
Lindsay. I felt you guys were bare minimum or like done.
Nah.
Yeah, let's just
I used
roll
my
all
greater
that
and my
back. To be
supreme last
honest,
time.
let's do one supreme. Let's just do. I'll let you get at least one of everything, but yeah, that's just too much.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, you guys
fair.
have 1 supreme.
One
So I'm gonna
supreme,
add back 10.
Sorry, I could have thrown that out earlier.
one superior.
One. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to roll it back. It's just unfortunately there's just so many potions.
Okay. So wait, 1 superior. So before I had 5, so 4 times, and they were 5,000. How much? 1,000 each. How much for the superior?
1,000 each.
Okay. So add another. Okay. Oh, damn.
Just say how much of each you want, and I can do the mental math quick. So one.
already did it.
Well, we're
And then-
superior.
Oh no, I've already done all that math.
we already did that
Yeah,
math. We're
so-
now reversing it since I'm taking some back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well,
how
it was.
many regular will you let us have?
I'll stick with let's do 5 for regular then, since I'm like rolling back on the big boys.
Okay. Cool. My group fund is caught up. We have lots of money still.
Keep.
I will give Arnott a regular. So he has one.
I am
I
keeping
have
note of
no
that.
healing potions. Does anyone else have no healing potions?
I don't.
1 greater.
Okay, Nebby, you'll get the greater.
Fuck yeah. See that or not? Look at that. The greater one. I think she likes me.
Oh god.
Have you seen her in her hell suit yet, man?
No one and everyone else has potions? I thought we were gone. I thought we were out.
One greater
and
healing.
Some normals.
I do
Okay.
that thing where I'm like, let me save it until I'm like, I'm really dying, and I just
Yep.
never use it.
Because you never die.
No.
Because you're
I'll
a
keep
big old
healing.
bitch.
I'll keep the supreme because I can get to anyone quickly and I have none on me. I'll also keep a regular, so I'd get a supreme and a regular.
And then we have one
there's a
other
single guy.
supreme.
You have a supreme.
Margarita Supreme.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
That's why I went down to 1, because you already had one in the party stock.
I'll take a superior, but I think Caleb should get a supreme.
Okay, give Caleb the supreme. We'll give the superior to Warden. Samaris, do you want one of these regular ones?
Sure.
Okay, Samaris gets 1 regular. Okay. So
Farley, are you
supreme.
putting a supreme in your?
Make sure
Yep.
you put these in your inventory. All right, you get the
Supreme.
superior warden. I'm taking it off my inventory.
Sure.
All right, and I'll put in a regular in mine.
Does Hiromi have does she need a regular healing potion?
She has 2 regular and then 1
Okay.
superior.
Oh, so she and Archie has the same?
No, Archie has. Yeah, sorry. No, 1 superior, 1 regular.
Okay.
Scroll all the way down to find the regulars.
And then so who hasn't gotten one yet? I feel like we're missing someone.
I think so.
Okay. Does your boyfriend want it? Hiromi?
I don't know.
I mean,
ask him.
I don't know if I would say the labels and stuff like that is let's assume Dark Star in
Should say
general
that.
will take care of
Themselves. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Great.
because I'm not exactly sure what
Okay.
we're gonna end up doing with them, right? So we'll
I'll
see
keep
how
the
that kind
extra
of
one
goes.
then, and then I'll just give it to someone if and when we need it.
Is the headband of intellect too meta?
Oh, I was thinking of getting a
Meta?
what was it? This
The Iron Stone.
Yeah.
You guys have attunement slots?
I know that's me for
No, I'm
mostly.
thinking
Yeah.
about-
Right?
I know. I'm thinking about switching
Yeah.
out one of Yurumi's because I'm worried about her 2 intelligence saving throw.
I don't think that's meant at all. It's the whole point is like knowing that intelligence
Yeah,
saves are
we
important
know.
and trying to work on
Don't
it.
mind
Yeah.
figures.
I was thinking of a scroll of protection against aberrations. So
How much is the scroll of? Well, to learn
I think there's
intellect
there's
fortress.
scroll prices,
Yeah, there should be locked in prices for that.
but that could change for spell. I feel
God,
like-
third level spell, you buy one. For some gold. I'm assuming you've got thousands and thousands of gold in your pockets. So
Yep.
you find a
Got a
third
lot.
level one, you spend the time to put it into your wizard spellbook for sure. Totally.
and then how much for a scroll of protection? What's that?
What is a
That's-
scroll of protection?
A scroll of protection against a specific type of creature. It's a rare scroll. I don't know what the level would be.
Rare is 4 and 5.
Equivalent of a 4th or 5th level spell.
Obviously, 5th are more expensive.
Imagine read scrolling, kind of information random immune for monsters can't enter or affect anything in that area. If we move it to a way that the creatures of that type will be into the area the effect ends. Okay, however you move it to a way that it ends. Really strong. So I think I like what are the price you find one, right? So better than none.
Okay.
Yep. And since we're limiting it to one, we'll make it 5,000 gold. But still, it's such a really good item, right?
Buying that and putting it in the group fund.
How many arrows of
Oh yeah,
aberration
yeah.
slaying can I have?
I'm gonna make this a little generous and do a roll d6 on it. 4.
Nice.
Oh, I came to this as one of my players actually. They're like, "Hey, I have this." Anyway, she used it on Sunday, high level rogue, and we've been coming across the fact that some of these higher level monsters have like that just built-in resistance to piercing or whatever, right? The way I read the ammunition. Item ammunition of slaying. So it changes the damage to force, right? So she shot with a bow, and since that changed that damage into force, therefore her sneak attack turned into force damage because the creature had a piercing resistance. So I thought that was very useful in that way too, and a good thing to keep in mind that it could affect your sneak attack damage.
Great idea.
If you're against something
Nice.
with that, right?
Yeah. So 4 of those, are they 600 like in this guide, would you say, or?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar, so I'm fine with the 600 or whatever
Okay.
you said. Yeah.
2400. Yeah.
Are there any other arrows that do that? Any other types of ammunition?
Do what?
That's a lot of stuff right there.
Sorry, the part about
Dragon
changing the
breath
type from
ammunition?
piercing to force.
I honestly don't know, right? I just did a quick look up. That'll be something I'll probably have to. Looks like all these hand mortar, bloodseeker, dragon breath. Some of this stuff is like third party,
Wild.
but
Whoa.
Okay.
that's
I
the
was just
only
thinking 'cause
that's the only one I'm aware of. Again, that's the only one that's come up for me recently. But there is a lot of other
The-
ammunition stuff.
the ammunition of aberration slaying specifically does that.
The ammunition of slaying does that. Yes, it changes the damage type.
Got it. Okay. No, because I know there was only a limited amount of those, but I wanted to see if there's another type of arrow that I could buy that would do that, just in case we do come
Oh.
up against something that's resistant to like non-magical damage.
You know
Can
what?
you do
It's so
two-
funny.
two
I'm
and two.
Sure.
I'm actually rereading Ammunition of Slaying. I think my quick read on Sunday was actually incorrect. If a creature that type takes damage from the ammunition, the creature makes an extra. It does say takes damage from the ammunition. Well, no. I'm okay with my interpretation. I think someone could interpret it as it's piercing normal bow damage and then that. But I just, for funsies either way, I'm still going to rule it fun turning it into force damage. Because I think you guys should have a little bit more creativity or options to work around that resistance, and I want you guys to have that choice.
Yeah. Because now it's
Maris
just
will pay for them for Lorelai.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Spread out the love.
A mind blank.
Yeah, that one seems cool and useful.
Dragon breath ammunition.
I want to spend my money on mind flank.
Dragon breath ammunition. This metallic ammunition flies effortlessly on its own when fired. When you take the attack action, make range attack, you can instead fire this ammunition point. You can see within range. The arrow bolt explodes when it reaches that point, destroying the ammunition and creating either a cone or 4 or 5 foot wide line of dragon's breath in the direction it was fired. Creature affected depends on the metal it was cast from. Each creature in that area must make a DC 15 or size and such. Yeah, so dragon breath ammunition would kind of do the same effect, which is kind of cool. It's unique.
That's really cool. I might I will give you these arrows of aberration slaying back, and because my rapier is a dragon's wrath weapon,
Yeah.
so I think it's really thematically appropriate that Lorelai will like be like, oh, I know something else that could do something like this, and she'll buy
Holy crap.
as many as she can find.
60-foot line, 60-foot line, 60-foot line, 60-foot cones. God. I'm assuming you want the cone versions. We all know line ones usually kind of suck.
Yeah.
Those are really good. It's only 48 damage, but it's still like a huge AoE.
That's awesome. She doesn't have a lot of AoE options.
Doesn't your weapon literally do that? I feel like you do AoE more than anyone in the party except for Calum. Ironically.
I can do once per long rest. I have an AoE
which is the joke too, is like Calum, so that's
know.
only other full, like the actual full spell caster, and everyone else is like, I stab it and I punch it really good. I'll allow 4, and you can choose between acid or fire. Or wait, cold or fire? It's
Just
formatted
cold. I feel
strange.
like a lot of things have fire resistance.
And to be fair, usually it's like with one has, sometimes it's like demons and devils, and they both have like, or they have like the same, but go with cold.
Mhm.
Big AoE, and 4 is a lot. I think 4,000 gold a shot, just of how big the AoE. It's not a lot of damage, but it's just so big. I'm surprised it's 60-foot cones.
Yeah. Because wait, you shoot one person and then it explodes like out of the back of that person's head?
It doesn't even look like it.
What does-
Actually, you don't actually like hit somebody or even target someone.
don't
You just
target.
go. You
Oh,
wait.
so
It says.
I couldn't get sneak attack with that then. If I can't target someone, I can't do sneak attack.
Sorry, let me just take my fuzzy brain through it because it does say something about range. Okay, when you take the act action and make a ranged weapon attack, you can instead fire this ammunition at a point. So it's when it reaches the point, determine. Yeah, it doesn't Yeah, you don't do weapon damage plus AoE. It's just I place the fire cone here and it goes off.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
probably won't actually
Yeah.
do that. 'Cause like
Sneak attack is so
I'd
much
be
more
giving
worth
up.
it usually. Yeah.
Yeah, sneak attack is way better. If I can't do both, I probably will.
And it's so rare for like, I mean, I like to do group enemies for big OEs to work, but it's usually you guys are fighting like big single target stuff in the boss fights.
Yes. Yeah.
May pick up one just for the shits and giggles in case it does come up though. I don't know.
I'll buy one. One's dragon wrath ammunition. For 4K.
And I talked about this earlier gone, Charlie, but we were talking about someone was looking at potion of vitality. I'm like, what? Like maximum hit die rolls. I was like, oh, that's Charlie's character. And I looked it up. He did such a clever job with this, and like it's such a good combination. He picked up a feat that has speedy recovery, bonus action. You can use your hit die, and then he's got the parapet of wound closure, which then
the durable.
Oh, the
Durable
periaptic, yeah.
it's durable, has that built into it, and then he got that, and so it maxes it. So he's got like a really strong bonus action heal, kind of for free using his hit die. I say for free, but I mean you still got to spend them. But I thought it was a really cool combo.
He's the healing tank.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Mind blank.
What is a mind blank? It's a spell.
It's an 8th spell. 8th level.
Ooh, 8th level. All right, we'll have to. Let me do this first. That was to see if Arnott had it as a spellcaster wizard, and then he could just like let you transcribe it. But I was giving myself a DC of 18, so he doesn't have that one. All right. Spell scroll prices are always so fucking weird to find. I don't know where they. Sometimes that stuff's in the player's handbook. Sometimes it's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Let's see.
Sane magical prices says that's worth 5,000 gold.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on.
Wait, did Lorelai end up buying those dragon breath arrows? Sorry,
I bought one of them, but
Okay.
I'm rethinking maybe buying more because I realized that the ghost, we might have we might just fight violent ghosts or something. And maybe there's going to be a lot of those, and maybe I should have another. I'll buy a second. I will spend the extra 4. So, if you want, there's 2 more left.
I'm gonna go with Sane and just say 5,000 for the 8th level spell, Caleb.
Okay.
I'm like, whatever the price is, you can probably pay it. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be freaking ridiculous, but
5,000. Take it.
With resistances now, like with 2024 rules, I know that they don't do this like the same magical versus non-magical distinction. But I'm just not as familiar in general with which creatures have resistance now to like piercing, bludgeoning. Like, is it really common? Is it as common as
I
like,
haven't. I only usually see it if it's something higher level, right? A bigger boss fight kind of thing.
Not like all ghosts. Like you don't. It's not like you have to have a magical weapon to hurt.
I mean, I'll look at Ghosts. Be honest, I don't remember seeing that too much with Ghosts, but I just don't know.
I mean, they're probably immune to non-magical.
Well, remember the thing. Her question is though, is like that kind of distinction is just kind of gone, right? Before you had to have a magical or silver weapon or this and that, and that was so messy they just got rid of it. That's true though. I'm looking at Ghosts, and you guys are high enough characters to know that they now have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing and lightning. So, yeah, a Ghost does have that.
Even
outright.
magical.
Correct. Yeah, stuff like magical is just gone.
Other types of damage.
I guess I could have guessed that by the way they got rid of Monk's fucking empowered strikes.
Yeah. So that's
What
why
you'll
I was
see is
looking
they've
for
tried
the
to give people more force damage because force is so far I've seen is like
Yeah.
their workaround for resistances. So stuff that does force is usually a good indication of like, oh, this is kind of built to help me get around resistances. I'm sure there's
do
something,
the
but I haven't
arrows
seen
of
them yet.
walloping do force damage?
Don't they just knock fuckers down?
I think that just knock people over.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Let me look up kinds of ammunition. Because I just don't want to run into this. Like, it's happened before where I've been like, I don't have anything to do because it's
That's a part of it. Yeah,
resistant.
it's tough, but it's very tough. Yeah, definitely look up ammunition for 2024 stuff, which will be most designed with this in mind. If there, I don't even know how much there is, but
there's not much. It's like literally only like ammunition of slaying, walloping, and then 2 others that don't have anything to do with it.
sometimes our characters have weaknesses.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. This is mine.
And I have to nerf your rogue's abilities somehow.
Yeah. Fair. We're good at a
Oh,
lot
man.
of stuff. We can't be good at everything.
I still have to make a ruling on it, but again, my rogue came with a weird scenario where she did steady aim, right? Which is usually you give up your movement, and then she had ability to expend one of her die, then to move, right? And I thought that was like, how does that work? You know, like 2 abilities doing 2 different things. That was a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
2024 can be weird. All right. So let's spend a lot, at least because we know Megan's going to hop off right away in 13 minutes. So let's just kind of confirm your game plan so I, Nate, can make sure I'm playing accordingly.
Yeah. Maybe
So,
can we finish out the dinner thing?
well, in that way, but I think we need to keep this succinct. So for my planning and for Megan's schedule. So like the dinner's completing and let's just like not do it in character. Let's just like nail down your approach. Like we're going to airdrop here with the ships and then we're plane shifting it. Like I was half listening. I was letting you guys, I was saving my brain space. So you tell me what your plan is.
Romy, your show.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, so basically her plan. So her sister's letter, I was like rereading it, and I think like her first impersonation was, I mean, this doesn't sound like her sister. It sounds like, you know, maybe the Shogun's like watching her write this or something like that, forcing her to do this. But also the fact that her sister mentioned her nickname, like the nicknames that they had for each other, it made it seem like, you know, her sister was like reaching out to her, or like maybe code for, you know, you only you and I know this. Yeah, basically like help me. Yeah, I think it's like a subliminal message of like you need to get here now, and like, and since she signed her name, I can't remember like what I wrote down for like the last name. Oh, Miko Denkai. That's like telling Hiromi like I'm now with royalty, not out of pride, but like maybe she was forced to do it. So, yeah, we need information first and foremost. As much as she wants to like rush in there and save her sister and that kind of stuff, it's got to be smart. And so, I think probably like the plane shift is the best route, and then just have the other 2 ships, like Warden's idea, like above the clouds. And I think like when we do gather details, we should all be together.
So you mean when you say we together, you're talking about your party in general. So
yeah,
you're like
I know
plane
that
shift
Orchestra
in,
Orchestra,
and they
know
can
they
be
have-
Sorry.
An agenda, kind of, right?
Yeah, they're going to be there to be kind of like the sense that we can split the party. Maybe they can go do something else. I mean, they can be with you want, but you know me, like I'm not going to be sending a rolling initiative for all these
Yeah,
characters.
yeah,
I want them to
yeah.
be for
And
the
I feel
narrative.
bad, yeah, bringing them along. Yeah.
No, I want them to be there for the
I think it'd be
narrative.
cool to have them do jobs though, like do
Yeah,
things.
they're going to be a part of the resources, but they'll be more hands or close at hand compared to some of the other stuff. So when you plane shift, where are you wanting to go? Because you've kicked around the idea of going to the Kitsune on their island versus the capital. Those seem to have been the two big choices. So where are you landing on that?
I think
You said by the
Masakado, yeah,
Mhm.
Masakado.
So you want to do Masakado. So kind of
Yeah.
away from those two things, but and then what is
We're
your
trying to
plan
go
from
for the
there?
gate.
You're going straight for the gate?
Well, yeah, straight for the gate, just to investigate. She wanted to pop in. She wanted to pop in like right next to a gate because she knows like, I mean, she has like spirit guardians, and then she has like her ancestors, in the spirit realm, and she needs to like talk to them.
If possible, do you think that we could, before we enter the spirit realm, I could first plane shift, maybe even like what I do, like first thing tomorrow is like plane shift this group of merchants close by so that they can start getting information while we're doing shopping, prepping our ship, getting everyone loaded up. Like
Yeah.
it's probably going to take a couple days, and then I'll get plane shift us, you know,
Yeah,
to
that
the
works.
Masakado.
Yeah.
Masakado, Tory Gate is your
Masakado.
goal, essentially.
Yeah. So that way they can start making their way into the city, start learning information and getting some, at least a couple boots on the ground.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay.
Yeah,
With the
no, I
end
agree
with Hiromi's end goal, hopeful end goal to get into the spirit realm and find family and stuff. Does it matter to you at all that if the Oda family and ancestors would be doing anything, that it'd be probably one of the Torii gates and the capital?
Oh,
I didn't really. Oh, we'd have to go into that one.
No, I'm not saying that like she's right. Like they're all connected. I'm just keeping in mind the one that she would use if. I'm not saying this is the fact or not, but I'm just letting the logic go into that for Oda's family and clan, a Torii gate they would associate with would be in the capital near their estate. Not saying it's the right choice. I'm just adding that narrative wrinkle to her to consider.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That'd be
yeah,
really
that
cool.
I obviously
is-
put all these Torii gates on the map
Yeah.
for you to see it and like think about.
Right.
So I'm not trying to steer you towards that. I'm just
I mean,
adding
I
that
guess
side
this
to it.
one down south, it's not like, or sorry, well, this one up north would be further away. It's not like in the capital. It's not on top of the capital. So maybe. It'd be
Well, to be
close,
fair,
though.
those two are in the capital. Let me clarify that. They're just so big. I didn't want to cover the words. So thank you for pointing that out. The intention there's it being the capital. It's so important. There's at least two Torii gates in the capital. Yeah.
City infiltration, some ninja shit. That
I
love
just get
the-
nervous, bro, about Hiromi trying to sneak around. She's not good at sneaking at all.
Maybe we can
But-
hide you in other ways
Mm-hmm.
that don't require you sneaking in your armor.
Yeah.
Put you in a cart, pile hay over you.
Oh god.
Pretend we're farmers.
Should we get a scroll of reduce or something?
Yes. Oh my
Large-
god.
Make me really tiny.
You definitely could find
Well,
like a
that
potion
makes
of
her
reduction for
friendly,
sure.
So I could carry our paladin.
Well,
Yeah.
she would go from medium, a big medium, to a small. But I mean, small, right?
More easily hideable.
Yeah, you're not
at
wrong.
least.
Bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You can
I
also
mean, but
just
I
have
would
some
have to.
visibility.
I don't
Greater invisibility.
know. Like the gates used to be guarded. Like it's not crazy guarded, but I mean anything could have changed in the time that she's been gone.
That's why we got to go scout it out.
So
Ninja shit.
yeah, but it's like I'm afraid like if we pop up in the capital and shit goes sideways when we're investigating the gates, that's like a red flag. Like, oh, we're over here trying to get into fucking gate. I would rather something like bad happen like down here, and then possibly it would take a couple days for word to reach the capital. And by the time we're already in the spirit realm,
But then we would have to travel further in the spirit realm.
yeah, we'd have to travel.
And we don't know
a
what the
couple
fuck
days.
that means.
And we don't know
through the
how to
spirit
travel
realm.
in the spirit realm. Does time work the same there?
I don't like to.
Should I
In my
hurry?
experience,
not
I
like
have
our
not
time,
seen a
it's just a
single
standalone.
player enjoy time dilation unless it's built into the very
I don't
beginning.
like it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't exist.
Cool. But travel in there, we don't know how long it would take us to get. I mean, it's a great way to get into the city surreptitiously if we can exit through the city gate.
That too. We could just like pop right into
Great way
the
to sneak
city
in.
from the spirit realm.
I think either way we should go down there.
I think it's just
From there.
safer, dude. Trying to get into the capital, like especially like if that letter was sent, they're expecting Hiromi and her party.
Yeah.
Cool.
Travel through the
All right, so we're going to
spirit
settle on Masakato. I do think you'll know that it is a small city in its own right. It's not the capital, but it is a pretty substantial establishment in its own right. I'm going to just base that off of the fact that it's a black and white dot. You know, those are seem to be more city based versus tiny black dots would be more town or village. So it is a city in its own right. It's not as big as the capital, but it is a city. Just make sure you're aware of that.
Sorry if this was covered already, but is the one that's on more to the southeast technically closer to the capital?
This one or these two are in the
But
city,
if we're in the spirit realm.
Yeah, but if we're in the spirit realm, is it?
Are you talking about this one here that we're pinging, Megan?
Yeah. That you're pinging.
I guess
really want to do Spirit Realm Ocean. That sounds really
I mean, that's
scary.
fair. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sounds
I don't know
horrifying.
how they travel into the spirit realm. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hiromi's interpretation of the spirit realm is like it's like a parallel nation that spirits live. And
Yeah.
like ancestors
Ancestors and stuff
the
are
Avatar
next door
spirit
neighbors in
realm.
its own way. Yeah.
So presumably, then like if there's an ocean,
There will be an
this
ocean
realm.
of some kind.
Yeah, I don't want to do.
I'll say this: Hiromi,
ocean-sized
roll a
fucking
history
spiritual
check. Let's see if
creatures.
Hiromi knows from her own knowledge what it might be like for the oceans.
Fucking leviathans in there. Thank you.
Yeah, we've been to hell.
Would you roll, Hiromi?
25.
25.
Wow, nice.
Traversal. You've heard stories of people traveling via Torrygate. Very rare, but you know there's legends and stories of people who've done it. So, and all of them, in its own way, the Torrygates are interconnected somehow. So there might be an ocean, maybe not, but there does seem to be a possible way to traverse from one Torrygate to the other. And the spirit side, you know, whether it's getting a spirit ship or flying through the sky on the back of a whale, you don't know, but stories indicate that it's possible.
Yeah, I only say that because it's slightly closer, and if Masakato is also a city.
Yeah,
that
there's
looks
not a
like
lot of
it's in a
stealth.
forest, right? Yeah, potentially more potential, more potential, whatever. Yeah. Stealth.
And I mean, a worst case scenario, I mean, Akumu's pretty strong. He could probably carry a couple people, and I know like some people can fly, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Trixie.
I haven't beaten a
I
video
have my
game.
black
but
dragon. I can fly.
Yeah.
I can carry.
So there is means to.
Warden doesn't really need to fly.
So are you leaning? I'm just going to keep it quick again because I know Megan's getting off here in like 2 minutes. So you leaning towards Bindori Forest, something a little bit more rural.
Yeah.
You know, that's more
That's great,
temple-y, more of a destination than it is a city.
I love
Cool.
the temple idea.
think so,
The temple
yeah.
aesthetic is also super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Cool.
that.
All right. All right. Got you trying to get to Bindori Forest, going through the Torii Gate, and then trying to make contact with ancestors and such. So that's kind of what I got built on my end.
Yep.
Obviously, other
If we
things
do
can
get to-
happen too as you guys are getting boots on the ground, but knowing the direction for battle maps and stuff like that, you know, might be useful.
For Kitsune, I mean, if we're going into the temple, right, hoping to traverse the spirit realm into the capital, and we're already into the capital, it'd be difficult to get out to go to the Kitsune and then back into the capital.
Yeah.
Should we think about doing Kitsune first? I hate to throw a wrinkle in this late. I just want, to mention that potentially large hiccup.
I also don't need to get off exactly at 11:30. So,
I'm just using the emphasis that keep us focused. And
No, absolutely, we need it. We're like
I appreciate it. I'm just saying.
hurting ADHD cats on catnip.
Yeah.
I think at some point we do need to get in. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if it's I'm not gonna say safer to travel through the spirit realm because it's probably fucking dangerous, but it's less chance of being noticed. So
By the Shogun.
yeah, so it's like,
Mm.
I mean, I'm down for like being in the spirit realm as like a form of transportation. Um,
We don't know
I mean,
anything
it's
about
also
what transportation
yeah,
in the spirit realm looks like. So
yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
we should seriously hit up the Kitsune though. That was like to Hiromi. That was like a tribe of people that have known to be, I don't know, Nate. Would you say like not protectors of Kozakura, but
I wanted to say protectors. They're their own little microculture inside of Kozakura, in my opinion. Its own, own microculture. I can't think of a good. Is it the Kurds in like Syria or whatever? Like, not that they're completely oppressed by the Kozakura people, but they were a people apart and they had their own island. And but you did know from I think the Oracle of the Giants or whatever that the Kitsune were actively resisting the Shogun. So whether or not you've been hearing
it would be
from
their allies.
are not that's like, oh,
enemies
there's
of my enemy's
peace,
friend.
but the Kitsune, at least you've heard in some way, whether he has that information, you're not sure, but something has told you the Kitsune has um, beef and still beefing with Shogun.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely worth.
So do you want to pivot to
talking to.
Kitsune
You want to do that
Torigate?
first?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do Kitsune, and then I mean, let's talk with them first, and maybe they can even help us get into the Torii Gate.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, that help us know what to expect in the spirit realm.
Yeah, and they might even know how to travel.
And that's at the edge of Kusakura too, so it'd probably be easier to get into.
Yeah.
At least just send a ship nearby too.
Yeah, like really not noticed. That's good. Okay.
One other point of consideration too is if the
I
gates
already
are
decided.
No. This isn't changing what we're doing. I'm just
Sorry.
forward thinking. If we're using the gates to travel into the capital and they're guarded, like I agree, it'll be easier coming out of the gate than trying to get into the gate. But we'll just want to prepare.
Yeah. No, I think like if we need to, I think the only reason because we got to do the ancestor. The only reason we would come out of the Spear Gate into Kozakura is if like we're ready to face like the Shogun and like.
Okay, so you would want to somehow exit. So you would want to somehow exit the Torii Gate outside of the capital. You would want to like stay on Kitsune Island and then try and plane shift near the capital if we wanted to go the peaceful route.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking about like if I'm going in the capital, I want it to be like a surprise. I don't want to like kind of walk in there.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think like using the Torii gates
is a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could also I'm just worried about she doesn't know if like her family's being held hostage, so she feels like if the Shogun gets his claws into Hiromi too, like it's always going to be the threat like of her family being harmed and she's going to be fucked. So yeah, I think the element of surprise.
I'm just taunting you. It would be like Hiromi to run and hide.
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep that little mouth.
Okay, so we might not.
Homie's mad because I rejected him. Yeah. Okay, so we're plane shifting to the Kitsune Island.
Ships showing up. I can't. I'll let you guys know. I don't. My brain can't process. I can't remember what I've said in like the bastard's travel time. Obviously, it'll be relatively quick compared to traveling the world. But I'll give you guys
several days.
Yeah, but it's not weeks and months of travel. Yeah, so the ships show up. You guys are gonna go to plane trip to the Kitsune Isle in Shizumi area and try and either track them down or the Torii Gate. Try to get through the Torii Gate and start making spiritual contact with the ancestors.
Yes.
Cool.
We will
love this plan.
Yeah. So just so I know, for all of the spelljammers we have are in or near Waterdeep at this point, right?
Yeah, it's fine with saying that, yeah. Or they'll be touching down there soon, but
do you have like how long do you think it would reasonably take for me to for us to load up the What
The
you call it?
mercs.
Yeah,
Um,
all of our resources onto all of our ships.
I think at least 2 days.
2 days. Okay, cool. So 2 days, and then however many days of travel it would take to get them into the Kuzakura airspace. Like
2 days of loading, and let's just say 2 days of travel. That won't be too
okay,
long.
4. So we're looking at absolute fastest 4 days. We should say 5 to be safe until we'll have backup ready. Just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, I'll go get my 3 sneakiest and mercenaries or whatever, most goodest deceptors. Wow, that best deceptive, most
Deceivers?
deceptive. It's late. My most deceptive, and
Best
I'll plane shift
deceptors.
them. I'll plane shift them as with like mercantile attire and goods and stuff too, with for Arnott's group, like his delivery. You're doing an eyebrow thing, Nate.
I am so tired. I'm just literally just moving my face. I'm not
Sorry.
lying.
Okay,
I'm like still
doesn't matter
doing
then.
it.
We'll talk about it next time.
I've been just doing this for most of your plans. It's like, I'm excited for all the things
Also,
you guys have to see.
voting for Best Deceptors as our next party name.
Best Deceptors.
Best
No. Hey, no,
Deceptor.
wait, no. The Decepticons. Hmm?
Best
No.
Deceptors, the best
What
Deceptors.
goodest deceptors didn't do it for you?
There's an
Lacking
Arcade
nuance.
Fire song like the Reflectors, and that's all I can think of. It's the best Deceptors, the best Deceptors. Cool. I'm cool with that plan. That I got the big picture. You can fine tune it more with stuff like what you're saying, Lindsay, and stuff next time too.
Yeah.
But I got the big picture stuff that I need, so
Amazing.
I think that is good.
Get the kids when they're ready.
team.
Next time on Misfits to Morai, we go to Kozakura finally.